Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the stream today. Can you all hear me? Are you guys out of the ads yet? How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having a great day today. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Void. Mr. Six, just stopping by to say hi. Hello, man, here for the first Ace Attorney stream. Alright, okay. Oh shit, the notification is wrong. My bad. I can hear you, but I won't see you. Of course. Alright, we're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the stream today. Hello, everyone. Hello. Rister Suit is here. Rister Suit 2.0. We're ready to continue the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Is Hellaman still here? I hope he is. What about the boys and girls? Boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else. We are on episode 2 of the second game of the Memoirs of the Clouded Kokoro in an investigation. Usually in the previous game, it was just one investigation and then the entire trial. But the trial has actually stopped and we're gonna investigate more. So it's crazy. Nope, I'm gone. Damn, I'm sorry about that, Hello Man. You know, I really wanted him to stay for the rest of the stream because I think he'd enjoy this. 22nd of February. By the way, this is not in the present. The chapter that we're playing through is kind of like a flashback chapter. But it's entirely new stuff, so we're seeing all this for the first time, but it happened a while ago. What's up, Shoddy? Phew, we made it back in one piece. Just. To be perfectly honest, I thought we were finished there for a while. Oh, I know. What a lot of close shaves. There are so many carriages on the streets of London, you were very nearly flattened several times. Oh, no, I didn't mean that. The trial we just got out of. Yes, I know. It was a marvelous defense, Naruhodo-san. It really was. I was in awe of you. Oh, thank you, Shoddy. And now that your fervent exploits have won us some more precious investigation time. Let's see if we can't find some new clues for court tomorrow. Yes, let's do that. ... Is everything alright? I suppose. I still can't quite believe it. That's all. That I'm here in England working as a lawyer, I mean. In the Old Bailey, no less. Are we gonna do some reminiscing? The truth is, it shouldn't be me, should it? It should be him standing in my shoes. We never forget from the first game, chat. We'll never forget. It should be Kazuma. Oof. It was Kazuma-sama's wish that you follow him to Great Britain and work alongside him. Ah, yes. I mean, I never had the chance to ask him exactly why, but he clearly had a plan. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him. I'm just here tomorrow. I'm just here because tomorrow I'll be somewhere. I won't be able to attend treatment until Saturday? Dang, that's crazy. We shall miss you, Hella Man. And you're doing wonderfully, Naruhodo-san. I've no doubt that Kazuma-sama would say exactly the same if he were here with us. Thank you, Sasada-san. Thank you. God, I miss Kazuma. I miss doing his voice. His voice was so fun. I didn't know he was gonna die, like, immediately. Oh, damn. Kazuma Asogi, the best friend I ever had, and a lawyer with such promise. He really saved my bacon in that horrible incident just before we left Japan. I remember. Homeboy was a gamer. Don't fucking get the music on me, I'll start crying. I can still picture him now, looking so fierce and determined in court. With my new phone, it's going way better. Hell yeah. And then after the trial, that crazy idea he came up with. Where's Phoenix Wit? What? As a stowaway? Yes, you can fit inside my trunk if you curl up small enough, I'm sure. No one will know. Phoenix Wright, got it. Sorry, no, this is different. This is like in the 1900s. Kazuma, won't you tell me why? Why go to these lengths that I can accompany you to Great Britain? Well, it's been on my mind ever since we got through that trial, that you really ought to go into law, be a defense lawyer. You've got a natural talent for it. Believe me, I guarantee it. But I've never even thought about becoming a lawyer. Well, I can't force you, obviously. You'll have to decide for yourself. But anyway, London is the cultural capital of the world, the city at the forefront of everything. It can't hurt for you to see it with your own eyes. No, that's true. Or maybe the 1800s, now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe late 18, early 19. I suppose, though, if you were to become a lawyer, then one day... What, we would do battle? One day what? Oh, no. Never mind. Question mark? Fashionably late. What's up, Crisis? Mister, you're missing one heck of a party in Splatoon. I'm sorry about that. Naruhodo-san? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about Kazuma. Don't we all? Yes. He's forever in my thoughts, too. To change the Japanese judicial system for the better. That was his dream. And that's why he so desperately wanted to come to Great Britain to study, of course. Yes, that's right. But they have the music playing, Crisis. I'm going to start crying. Yes. I do wonder if his true intentions lay elsewhere sometimes. I don't know. The thought just takes hold of me every now and then, that's all. Whoa! Okay, Kazuma's true intentions. Naruhodo-san, what do you mean by Kazuma-sama's true intentions? ... Chat, do you have your swords? I mean this. His katana? I never expected to inherit his sword after Kazuma passed away, of course. No, I know. It was because I asked you to take it. When I have it at my side in court, I feel as though it gives me courage. Yes. Actually, the night before he died, he told me a little about the sword. I remember from the first game, but let's see if they give us anything new. Oh god. Kaduma? Look at it. That's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asogi clan. Oh. A Japanese man's sword is a soul, Ryunosuke. I can't be parted from my katana. Kaduma guides me. I truly believe that. So its name compels its wielder to slice evil in two? Not that you would need much compelling. On that subject, there's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain. Something you have to do? Yes. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me. Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you. Can I kiss him? You can go up to the phone and do it. Or the monitor, whatever you're watching this on. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Oh, what did he mean by something very important that I have to do? I had hoped that the answer to that question would become apparent when we arrived here, but as yet, I have not found a single clue. I see. Me neither, actually. I have no clue. What next? So, we know that Saseki-san took tea to the victim on the night in question. But as he isn't the culprit, then obviously... Yes, the poison surely wasn't in the tea. But if that's the case, how on earth did the poison get into Mr. Shamsphere's body? I'm sure we'll find a clue at the scene. There must be something in Mr. Shamsphere's room that will help solve the mystery. Well, naturally, Scotland Yard detectives have been over the place already. But it couldn't hurt for us to have another look around, I think. Definitely. And I'm desperate to know the outcome of the investigation into the tea left in the bar of soap. Well, if we run into Inspector Gregson, we could ask him about that. Today's trial. Sad face, me too, Crisis. It was quite a shock earlier today, wasn't it? When the victim himself turned up in court and took the stand. I know. Not only that, but then finding out that he is actually a bare-faced gas thief as well. Yes, that was certainly a surprise to us all. For a while, it seemed as though everyone had quite forgotten about Saseki-san poisoning the tea. Careful of your phrasing, Susato-san. He didn't poison anything. And there's more to this Mr. Shamsphere than we yet know, I'm sure of it. Mr. Shamsphere certainly wasn't the noble, upstanding man everyone thought he was at first. What's become of him, actually? I was told that he'd be returning to the hospital ward where he was receiving treatment. Oh, which one is that? Oh my god, it's right next to Mrs. Green, isn't it? Let me see. Yes, he's at St. Bartholomew's, or Bart's, as Londoners call it. We know that place, don't we? Yes, we visited Miss Green there yesterday. It's the same hospital to which she was taken. Book! The book. Ah, yes, after Saseki-san stabbed her in the back. Do be careful of your phrasing, Naruhodo-san. He didn't stab anyone. Perhaps we both owe Saseki-san an apology. St. Bartholomew's. Yes, we should probably visit the hospital later. I want to go see Sholmes. That's all I want right now. I want to kiss that man on his lips. Let's go see. Sholmes, we need you for something important. Something important called smooching. Nope, not you. Where's your dad? Where's your dad? Oh, where is he? Where is he? Oh, Bruno and Susie. Hooray, you're back. Yes, what's up? Hello, Iris. You're in fine spirits as always, I see. I am, and you look as immaculately presented as ever, Susie. Oh, you flatter me. They're doing their thing. I've made a pot of tea. Where's Sholmes? Where's Sholmes? Where's Sholmes? Bro, I thought I was about to see trials and objections, not seeing my friends wanting to make out with a handsome man. Don't worry about it. What is that foul smell? Aha! The Wanderers return at last. Where on earth have the pair of you been? We've been in court. Oh, for Mr. Mustache's case. That was today, was it? I'm sure I mentioned it only yesterday, Mr. Sholmes. I'm sure you think you did. Gaslight gatekeep girl boss. Well, we can laugh about it now. So tell me, how did the trial go? Reasonably well so far. We've managed to escape without a guilty verdict, at least. Really? I would have liked to see it. And I must pass the time of day with Mr. Reaper again. It's been too long. Is Lord Von Zeeks an acquaintance, Mr. Sholmes? Naturally. There's not a person in the world who doesn't know my name, Mr. Naruhodo. Not quite what I asked, but still. Mr. Sholmes, whatever is that odor? Yes, what is it? It's faint, but absolutely awful. Ah, indeed, that's the scent of victory, my dear fellows. Victory in science. Oh dear. All right, I'll bite. What's he up to now? Okay, I'll bite. What's in your pants? Okay, Lord Von Zeeks. Let me see Lord Von Zeeks. Lord Barak Von Zeeks. Yes, it's an interesting sobriquet he has, isn't it? The Reaper of the Bailey. Once the legendary prosecutor has fought for someone's conviction, that person is doomed. Even if he or she is found not guilty by the courts. Sooner or later, the hapless soul will vanish from the capital. But vanish how exactly? By falling under a passing carriage, or drowning in the Thames, or succumbing to a sudden fever, or quite out of the blue being set upon by a highwayman. There are numerous routes to one's final terminus, my dear fellow. It all seems a little far-fetched, really. Well, on the bright side, Mr. Mustache is fighting fit, for the time being at least. That's not overly reassuring. If the rumors are true, though, the obvious conclusion would surely be that those acquitted are, well, by Lord Von Zeeks' own hand. As it happens, Miss Susato, that is quite impossible. Oh, why? Naturally, the man very quickly came under such suspicion. However, whenever these incidents occurred, the Reaper always had a cast iron alibi. Really? And so his reign continued, but 5 years ago, he vanished from the courts, never to appear as a prosecutor again. That is, until you arrived in the country, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, so I've heard. What if the thing Kazuma had to do in London had to do with Von Zeeks? And that's why he came back as soon as we arrived, because he was expecting Kazuma. Chat! In fact, it was the very day I arrived, when I was thrust into that trial at the Old Bailey. That bitter fight to the death coincided with the Reaper's resurrection. And really did end bitterly indeed. And here you are, facing Mr. Reaper again. Poor Runo, I don't know if you're just incredibly unlucky or incredibly unlikable. I think it goes deeper than just me. I sense a general loathing of all Japanese people. Japanese people. Let's do that one first. And then we'll talk about the smell. With Mr. Natsume, who I'm currently defending, being Japanese as well as Ms. Susato and myself, I felt it even more keenly in court today. For some reason, Lord Van Ziek seems to have an inherent disdain of the Japanese. Indeed. It is an interesting observation. Do you know something? Do you think he's racist? Do you think he's racist? Do you, Mr. Sholmes? ... It was about 10 years ago that Barak von Zieks chose to enter the legal profession. However, before that time, the young man's closest companion hailed from the Empire of Japan. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on! Huh? No! What the? Tell us more, Mr. Sholmes. What happened? I believe I've made it clear before. I'm unable to tell you anything about the affair. Oh, but why? The veil will be lifted on the events of the past in due course, I have no doubt. For now, however, it is Mr. Mustache who is most deserving of your attention, I believe. Fucking hell, Sholmes! Tell me everything! So what is that indescribably foul smell? Ah, well, most probably this, I would say. What is that? My dear fellow, I present to you Colgate, the new toothpaste I've invented. A chemical test that can identify whether or not a tea is genuine at the drop of some tea. Oh my. There are some unscrupulous sorts manning the stalls along some of London's less frequented streets. They regularly sell what purports to be high-quality tea, but is in fact merely dyed leaves of drab flavor. Well, that's certainly unsavory behavior. So, when one is presented with what appears to be black tea, one must be careful. Iris! Oh, here we go. At the ready, Hurley! Let's get this. Let's do it. Let us add a drop of my chemical to this cup of tea here. Do you see what happens? Turned completely black. And what a foul odor it's giving off. Indeed. The blacker the tea becomes, the more foul the odor, the better the tea is. It would appear that this cup was a particularly fine Darjeeling. That's very ingenious, but what do you do with that black liquid now? Why, dispose of it, naturally. Surely you wouldn't like to drink it, would you? There does seem to be a rather obvious problem with your new invention, Mr. Sholmes. Hence why this chemical test is merely a test, my dear madame. Right. It turns racist. I approve of this joke. Here. Okay, as long as... what was the basically I do work thing where he's like... Black gentleman approved, and he puts a stamp on it. That's always my favorite, like, bit to see out of context. It's my favorite thing. Right. The point is, we are entering a new era of science, in the world of criminal investigation also. Yes, forensic science. Oh, these are such exciting times. Surely we won't enter a world war very soon that would destroy our generation. And hopefully there won't be two of them. That would be terrible. I regularly engage in the scientific experimentation alongside my unofficial consulting detective work. The Herlock-Sholmes method will be the foundation upon which modern investigative technique is based. This little tea incident, Indicant, was a happy byproduct of my ongoing forensic science research. I think they actually mentioned the Great War in the first game. I think World War I either just happened or was happening at the end of the first game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, don't you guys remember that? Or am I making that up? I don't remember. Forensic science? I suppose I should find more out about that. Forensic science. Dude, we're gonna do some, like, freaking Emma... What was her name? From the Rise of the Ashes case in the first game? In the Phoenix Wright games? I don't remember. So your T-test, is that an example of forensic science? Stout man approved. No, I don't think that was it. Indeed it is. An essential tool in cases that hinge on the knowledge of whether some tea is of high or inferior quality. Not a huge number of cases, then. And perhaps a more practical example is required. Fingerprints, not yet accepted in our court as evidence, I might add. Really, we are dragging our heels here. I hadn't even heard of them until recently. Which is partly why I undertake research in this field myself, of course. Does that mean you're studying fingerprints, Mr. Sholmes? There are others in that field already, and I abhor the company of inferior minds. No, what I am researching is skin prints. Skin prints? A nomenclature of my own design, as is this chemical agent that makes it possible. It instantly reveals objects touched by whichever person is under investigation. Why are my pants turning... Have you been touching my pants, Mr. Naruto? Brilliant, Mr. Sholmes. As long as it doesn't turn everything completely odorous and black. Racist. I assure you, my dear fellows, you will witness my forensic talents in action very soon indeed. I'm sure we will. I'm sure it's gonna come up. I think we should go back to the scene and see if we can uncover any new clues. That's the spirit, Runo. Wait, okay, she just did the thing. I want him to do the thing, and they'll both be standing like that. See you later. Yes! Look at them! Ah! They're my favorite. They're my favorite. Yes, until later. No, Mr. Sholmes, we were thinking you'd come with us. You were? Yes, of course. You just said so a moment ago. You said we'd witness your forensic talents in action. Oh, yes, I do recall saying something along those lines. But you go on ahead. I shall be sure to follow you later. In all likelihood. Probably. Maybe. Well, I might. Your commitment astounds me. Then why are your skin prints? Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. We'll eagerly await your arrival. Bye-bye, Runo. Bye, Susie. He just like me for real, for real. Gosh, he's an introvert. He can't commit. Miss Green! Miss Green! Miss Green! There's the rat. Chat, I love that rat. Why didn't you switch him? I'm sorry. Later. What do you suppose is happening? It sounds like some sort of disturbance. Yes, I hear angry voices. No! What are you doing to Miss Green? Leave her alone! Be not angry, O ample lady. Verily, thou art mistaken. Mistaken, my foot! You were looking at my painting! The eye of man hath not heard. The ear of man hath not seen. 'Twas foul indeed, the poison that mustached villain gaveth me. Forgive me, lady. I wish that you died from that poison. He's a little guy. God a mercy, ample lady, but thou seest I have vigor still. Behold, my Shamsphere dance. Do you see the rat in the corner? He's looking at this like, what the fuck is going on, dude? No, I'm not doing the Shamsphere dance. Actually, I might. I'll do it at the end of the stream if we get a sub. This looks rather ominous, doesn't it? You said it. He turned to me like a FNAF animatronic. Ah, lo, 'tis the lawyer from the land whence riseth the sun. How now? What are you doing here, Mr. Shamsphere? Mary, I do believe I returned unto another ward. He was looking, that's what he was doing, looking at my terrible work. ... Eastern fellow, so dark ye clad. Faith, thy work in court this morning was wonderful. I do applaud thee. Oh, well, thank you. Kind of... But that doesn't mean things will go so wonderfully for you tomorrow, does it? Ugh. You bent your little stick. You unbent your little stick. I have problems getting it up, if you know what I mean. A non-exint. Oh my god. Theater kids, am I fucking right? Jesus. Mr. Shamsphere might technically be the victim in this case. But there's definitely a lot more to it than that. It's very hard to pin the man down. Miss Green, you're my favorite. I'm so sorry. I'm such an awful person. Miss Green, is everything all right? Oh, yes. I mean, Don't worry about me. I don't know why I'm giving her the I'm Laura. I don't know. The music. Oh, I don't know. Hey, laddie, I'll give you a coin for your trouble if you defend me in court, eh? Laddie, I wouldn't murder anyone, would I? They're about ready to discharge me, so I must get ready to leave now. Oh, I see. Olive Green deserves the My Name is Laura voice. It's perfect. Okay, all right. I'll do it. We're delighted that you'll soon be well enough to go home, Miss Green. Oh dear, you're too kind. I don't deserve it. It's too good. You're right, Crisis. It's too good. Look at her. I want to talk to her. I want to talk to her. Everyone is von Karma. Suggest a poll. What kind of poll? Are you feeling more like yourself today, Miss Green? I am. Thank you. I mean, people do recover from ordeals like this, don't they? Even people like me. Well, yes, it really was an ordeal. I'm gonna refund that because I don't know what kind of poll you want me to do with that. I don't know what kind of poll you want. A poll? As far as I was concerned, I was just walking along in the snow one evening, minding my own business on my new hit single, Too Much Knife in the Back. And then completely out of the blue, I was struck in the back by a knife and collapsed unconscious for days. Of course, when I finally woke up again yesterday, I was in a carriage and there was a guy sitting across from me and he said, "Hey you're finally awake." And I didn't know what was happening and there was a dragon in the air. The whole business had been cleared up already. What a terrible week it's been for you. My name is Olive. I was stabbed in the back by a knife that flew out of a window. Oh, woe is me. Oh no, I'm sure I'm very lucky, really. I'll look back on this fondly as the time I almost got what I wanted, the sweet release of death. Really? Anyway, I must be getting my things together now, so I'm ready to be discharged. Oh yes, of course. Sorry to take up your time when you're obviously busy. Obviously busy, just sitting there. Look at the little rat. What a little guy. Mr. Shamsphere's room. The music makes me think she's evil. Olive would not be evil. I will fucking eat my hat if Olive is evil. Mr. Natsume's lodgings, ground floor. This is it's Mr. Shamsphere's room, but I guess it is the apartment that, okay, whatever. I'm Gregson. Oh, hello again, Inspector Gregson. What are you doing here? Well, we were hoping to have another look around, actually. The lawyer representing the defendant has a right to examine the scene, as I'm sure you're aware. Yeah, I know the score. Oh, yes, one other thing. The soap on the ledge outside the window. Did you find it with the tea in it? Yeah, we found it all right, and there was a small amount of tea in it, as you said. I knew it! It's with the identification section at the yard now. They're looking into it. The results should be available later today. That's wonderful news. Thank you. Pretty impressive performance in court this morning. Sorry? Nothing. Forget it. Just make sure you don't disturb anything in here. Ooh, Gregson complimenting me? What? Look at him. What is he doing? What? Mr. Sholmes! What are you doing? Mr. Sholmes, what are you up to over there? What a question indeed. Was it not your good self who asked me to attend the scene? Oi, what are you doing in here, Sholmes? What are you up to over there? What are you doing here? Dear me, once a great detective, one is always under scrutiny, it seems. Is now the time, Mr. Sholmes? Are you about to show us your forensic talents in action as you promised? No, with the greatest of pleasure, my dear madame. Let's do it. What are you doing? Oh, the goggles make me look so randy, don't they? What's all this then? All this is precisely what you requested, Mr. Naruhodo. Herlock Sholmes' sensational skin print seeker gun. Moments ago, I took a sample from the teacup that was used by the victim. A sample from Mr. Shamsphere's cup? Each individual leaves microscopic secretions on everything he or she touches. A sample of those secretions is all I need to produce this, a refined indicator solution. By liberally spraying the room with this chemical, everything the victim touched is instantly revealed with the aid of these goggles. I think the floorboard on the floor that's been standing out so much will probably have something under it. Here, try them on. There, now spray the chemical indicator about and all will be revealed. Spray? How do I do that exactly? A little press of the space on the area you're interested in, like this. Pfft. Whoa, what is that stuff? It's like fog. A suspension of the chemical indicator in a pressurized gas. It's the most efficient way to cover a large area. That was another invention I discovered incidentally whilst I was developing this idea. As you do. Go ahead, try it, my dear fellow. We may learn something interesting about the victim's movements on the night in question. There's nothing to lose, I suppose. Let's explore. Oh, I can't just like... Okay, I was gonna spam it everywhere. Oh! That dirty brat bastard. Touching his little blanket. Oh! He touched that box. Okay, floorboard. Yup! Oh, look at all this here. Oh, yes, interesting. A multitude of the victim's handprints. Why are there so many of them on the floor in this one spot? I knew it was a... Oh, perhaps he had a bad fall just here. There's nothing obvious that he would have tripped over, though, is there? I wonder. Personally, I often stumble when there's nothing obvious to trip over. I think that's something only a great detective would do, Mr. Sholmes. Well, this is quite a puzzle. Handprints all over the floor. Yes, there's no obvious explanation. Lift the floorboard! Lift the floorboard, man. All right, let's go B. Nothing over here. All right, and now I think I'm okay, right? I gotta keep spraying. Keep the spray. Whoa, look, there's dozens of handprints here. He was getting fucked in the ass. And he was up against this wall, kind of like this. And he was getting it in the ass as he did. I don't know what I'm talking about. So there are a great many indeed. So much that it's hard to make out any one individual print, in fact. It seems a chill down my spine. Perhaps he was leaning against the wall while he admired this picture? Unlikely, I would say. It's a rather dull scene, after all. And without wishing to state the obvious, you wouldn't generally admire a picture from such close quarters, I feel. Oh, very true, Mr. Sato. It's a bit of a mystery, then. Oh, wait, did he get on the box and then do something? Well, we sprayed Mr. Sholmes' amazing skin print indicator all over this room, didn't we? We did. But there are two places in particular that are of interest, I would say. Lift it up! It's obvious. Okay, the handprint on the floor there, and on the wall by the picture, you mean? Yes, and I think the floor warrants closer investigation. I won't be a moment. Lift it up, Susato. Ah! She bolted up. Did you see that? What is it, Mr. Sato? It's a giant enemy spider. One of the floorboards is popped out of the... You mean... It's a giant enemy spider! Excellent work, Mr. Sato. So, what do we have in here? Oi, what are you lot doing? I'm Gregson. Inspector Gregson. Stand aside right this minute. It's my job to investigate that. Now watch me eat this like I'm a chicken. No need, Inspector. You continue to dig into your portion of chips while we dig around under the floor here. Your fancy talk's put me off my food anyway, Sholmes. New bit of evidence is exactly what I need. They're gonna start fighting. look at little Greggy. Wow, a secret hiding place under the floor. What a find! It's not a hiding place you could make use of in Japan. I don't think I could lift a straw tatami mat. No, I know, but I never expected one of these wooden floorboards to move either. It's got me wondering about the wall over there too. Aren't you curious? Oh. I'll investigate it once! Look at her, she's got like a little frowny face. He's like, I'll do it. I'll investigate the shit out of that painting. Look at her! She's standing on the box! Don't fall over, please. There's nothing behind the picture, sadly. Only the wall. Sure. How disappointing. But then, how do you explain the handprints? Maybe the lamp above it? I really can't think why anyone would have been touching the wall over and over in one place like that. Click. Whir. There you are, a print for you. Oh, photograph. Okay, okay. And a giant enemy spider. Oh, thank you very much. His invention can make prints too? Now then, I wonder if Inspector Gregson has found anything under the floor there. I'm desperate to know. So am I. There is what appears to be a dildo down here. And a bottle of lubricant. Oh, there's something sticky on this dildo. I shouldn't have touched it. I'd love to know if there's anything hidden underneath that floorboard there. This stew is making me die. Allow me to ask Gregson now. After all, we're well acquainted. Like, get Iris in here. Iris will oh my god. Inspector Gregson, really, it's been too long. What is it, Sholmes? Oh, I thought perhaps you might show me what you found there. Seeing as we're such good friends. We're not friends. No, I suppose not. No! We're not friends. We're lovers. Come here, you. Get Iris. We need Iris. A dismal failure. Yes, I heard. I'd kill to know it was under that floorboard. You'd kill? You'd kill? All right then, fair's fair. What? You did discover the hiding place after all. I suppose I should at least fill you in. Really, Inspector? Thank you. Do it quickly, my dear fellow. If there's one thing I know about this man, it's that he blows with the wind, as fickle as the weather. Oi, stop making me out to be some kind of nut. Oh, I'll nutting you. There were 3 items under the floor. A dildo, lubricant, and some kind of thing that you put around your waist. A newspaper clipping, a photographic print, and a tin box. Now, what do you want to know? The box! What's in the box? My wife's head? Now, this tin box looks interesting, doesn't it? Might I suggest, Inspector, that you open it, if you were to find something inside that reveals the truth behind this case? It looks like a tea box, doesn't it? I wouldn't be in the least surprised. Yeah, funnily enough, I've already had a look. It's completely empty. What? Shamsphere, give us a clue, man! I gave Cassie a sub. Well, good for Cassie. You didn't even have the chance to utter a word, Miss Naruhodo. But anyway, at least we found out what's inside the box. Yes, thin air. It's empty, rather, like how I feel inside. What have I become? Is there nothing more to this box then, I wonder? Photographic print. Mr. Garadeb and the painter that was in the picture on Miss Green's bed. So this is the photograph I found. Looks reasonably recent to me. Whoa. That's Mr. Garrideb and presumably Mr. Green. Yeah, yes, it would appear to have been taken on the street in front of the house here. And the gentleman on the left is Mr. Garrideb, the landlord, of course. But who's the young man on the right? Mr. Garrideb's son, perhaps? No shot. Perhaps. You can take that print if you like. Really? Are you sure? We can presume, therefore, that the Yard already knows. The identity of the young fellow, that is. Ah, is that true? Well, it's too bad if we do. Unfortunately for you lot, leaking information isn't one of my pastimes. Ha! 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 Freaking, you remember the last case of the first game? You liar! Okay. My dear Inspector, if I may be so bold as to point something out. Pastimes are for one's leisure, but this is for work. All the more reason I'm not telling you. Adismilvalia. Yes, I heard. I wonder why a photograph like this was hidden under the floor. I mean, Mr. Shakespeare himself isn't in it. Photographic prints are still rare treasures in the East End. I imagine Mr. Garrideb was rather delighted to have been immortalized. He probably made a proud present of it. Newspaper. Looks like this was cut out of the paper about 3 months ago. It's about a convict who got sick and died while he was serving time up in Manchester. How terrible. They made the headlines down here in London as well. The bloke had been sentenced to death, you see, but nature got him first. Oh my goodness. He'd committed a capital offense. Man by the name of Selden. Nasty piece of work in burglaries and murder. They say the hoard he knocked off was worth £1,000. A hoard? Of treasure, you mean? Jewelry in the lock, but he'd hidden it somewhere, and no one knows where. But now he's dead. The papers loved it, of course. £1,000 lost en route to hell, or some such was the headline. And does it not strike you, though? Why such an article would be so carefully encased under the floor? Nah. I suppose now you mention it, it does seem a bit odd. Perhaps I'll go all over the paperwork we've got on Selden back at the yard and see if I can turn anything up. Alright, capital offender article. Wagga-hi! Meow! Waggy! What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Oh, wait, he's not our cat yet, I don't think. I'm not sure he's our cat yet. So he's just a little guy. Oh, look, it's that lovely little kitty cat. What was his name? It's Mr. Natsume's, isn't it? I don't think we ever asked him, actually. Why don't we call it, Wagga-hi? You know, like Mr. Natsume refers to himself in Japanese. I wonder how he got in here. Clever kitty. Oh, wonderful. Well then, Wagga-hi. Here's something delicious I bought for you from the cat's meat. From the cat's meat man. Okay. I didn't know a dude sold cat's meat. Meow. Meow. Oh yeah, he did ask us to feed him. Meow. Yes. Yes, kitty. Give me cat. Best game ever. He's sleeping. He's so eepy. He's so eepy. He's a loaf. Ah! He couldn't be happier now. Look. I just hope we can bring some happiness to his owner too. What is? Look at him! He's making dough. He's making biscuits. He's making biscuits. Biscuits. Oh my god. It was not the rat from Mrs. Green's hospital room. Meow. 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 That was a cheeky little meow, Wagga-hi. Oh, and he's so adorable. I could sit and watch him forever. I think he may not appreciate that after a while, and we have an investigation to get back to. Gregson, you're a good little guy. Wow. Well, we got something else here too. Nope. Wait, maybe we do. Wait, let's look around. Let's look around. M. Hey, what's up? How's it going, little guy? Why somebody built the snowman on some sort of pedestal, do you think? That's not a pedestal, Miss Naruhodo. That's part of the snowman's body. Really? But it already has a perfectly good body. Well, it's true that British snowmen are usually made with 2 balls of snow. Perhaps this is a foreigner. And now we're looking at him as if he's strange. Poor man, I know how he feels. If anything, it's Japanese and British 2-ball snowmen that are the strange ones, isn't it? After all, real people do have 3 sections: head, torso, and legs. Do you ever think that perhaps you think about things too much? 2 balls? Prison. I forgot prison. The Gyarados. We gotta go to the Gyarados place. Mr. Gyarados appears to be out. Oh well. I suppose we'll just have to come back again later. But let's steal his shit before we do. Okay, no, we can't steal anything. Well, let's head to prison. I want to go to prison. Let's go to prison. Yeah. Oh. Oh. I don't think prison was as fun of a place as we all thought it was, chat. Oh no. Oh, Mr. Natsume is back. So he is. Mr. Natsume, hello. The boy. Hey. I'm a cat. Sorry? Excuse me? What? Hello? Huh? I don't know who Mr. Natsume is, or Herlock Sholmes. I don't know about courts, or trials, or Old Baileys. I am a cat. That's what I am. Just a cat. Miss Naruhodo, he's trying to escape from reality. Beat the shit out of him! Quickly! Bring him back! Trying to. He already has, completely. So, what is your name then? As yet I have no name. Mr. Naruhodo, he hasn't fully thought out his new identity yet. Maybe it's not too late to bring him back to reality. Do you think you could open your eyes for us, Mr. Natsume? Hey, what's up? How's it going? How's it going? What's good? What's up? I am not a cat. No! Chat! Cat boy Soseki Natsume! I've just said something I can't take back. Stop giving me art ideas. Stop. Stop making me have Gate Dots Playboy Cardi. It worked. He's back in the room. You know I have the ability. I'm enabling you so hard. What's going to become of me? No! Don't answer that. It's obvious. My accursed soul is never going to escape this accursed fate. Yeah. Mr. Natsume, no. This morning's proceedings in court prove that there's hope. Yes. Locum student Miss Naruhodo Esquire was brilliant, but, yeah. The Reaper is omnipresent, in court, in my lodgings, here, there, everywhere. What's he looking straight at me for? I think perhaps there are some things we should discuss. Yeah. Oh, yes, we must. He's Van Zeeks. Okay, bye. No, let's converse. In my whole life, have I ever been so moved as I was today? No. Of course, if I cast my mind back, there were perhaps 1 or 2 other occasions that moved me more. Yeah. If I just blocked those out, then today being in that courtroom was it was the most moving experience of my life. Locum student is not Naruhodo Esquire. You're too kind. Scotland Yard found the remaining tea just to be deduced and are analyzing it as we speak. There's nothing wrong with that tea. They won't find a drop of poison in it. That's a solemn, sworn, Soseki certainty. Like Zoinks, man. Tell me, did you both drink the tea at the same time that night? Like, yes, Scoob! Most definitely! Remember, drink tea while it's hot! We both poured it down our throats like it was a hot bath for our bellies. Before we took a hot bath together. And at the time, you were both completely fine. As shown by the fact that he and Mr. Shamsford then engaged in the Romeo and Juliet grudge match. I suppose the focus of tomorrow's proceedings will be how the poison was taken by the victim. Okay, that's it, I'm leaving. No! Don't do it, Void. Don't. Oh, Mr. Shamsphere. That rotten Shamsphere! What have I ever done to him? You don't recall him taking issue with you over anything you've done recently? I've been holed up in my room, immersed in books. I don't recall anything. Anything at all! Right. But what I don't understand is why he didn't let me know sooner. Let you know what, Miss Natsume? About the soap, of course. What else? Oh dear. Are you struggling with such a meager stipend? Of course I am. If I had money, I wouldn't have chosen to live in a cursed existence in such accursed lodgings. Oh yes, you said it's because the place is cursed that it's so cheap, didn't you? Exactly. Especially the room that I rent. The spirit of that capital offender who lived the... Oh, shoot. And it's trying to kill me. Capital offender? Might I ask, locum student Miss Naruto Esquire, that next time you visit me, you bring scores of super soft soaps. Oh my god. Present. What's this? It's a newspaper cutting that we found in Mr. Shamsphere's room. So he knew, did he? Sorry? About this man, Selden. A convicted killer, and the evil spirit behind the curse that afflicts my lodgings. What? He's already taken one young man's life, and now he's trying to take the life of another. A miserable mustache, much maligned Japanese man. Miss Natsume, if you know something, please, you must tell us. Tell us everything you know you can about this evil spirit. Oh my god. Void highlighted a message, kiss my balls. No thanks. The truth is, I don't know the detail. I didn't know the details myself until very recently. That Selden man was arrested about a year ago now, and at the time he was hiding out in lodgings at Mr. Garrideb's house. What? He lived where you do now? That's right, yes, exactly where I live now. In my very room. Oh my, your room was previously occupied by a criminal found guilty of a capital offense? Before his sentence could be carried out, he died in prison. That was 3 months ago now. And that's when it started. The curse. What really is this curse you keep mentioning, Mr. Natsume? It's already caused one death. A few months after the criminal passed away in prison, a man died in the room. The man who rented it after Selden, in fact. The poor lodger. He was found dead in mysterious circumstances. The room was locked from the inside. Locked from the inside? Exactly like the case we're dealing with now. So that's the convict's curse, is it? Yes, well, that was the start of it. Holy shit. Do you have any idea how the lodger before you passed away, Mr. Natsume? The official cause of death was asphyxia. When they discovered the body, the room was full of gas. Gas? I only found that out after I'd signed the lease. When Mr. Garrideb came to tell me later, I couldn't stop myself trembling. In fact, if I'd known beforehand, I'd probably never been too scared to take the room. I've been. Landlord's lease, luckily legal! Lucky for Mr. Garrideb, maybe. Not so lucky for poor Mr. Natsume. Christ, what the hell are you talking about, Void? What the fuck? What? I just looked at chat. What the hell? And you now believe this curse is affecting you. It is. At first, I just felt as though I was being watched. All the time. And then you talked about having nightmares, didn't you? The dead are trying to take me with them. They could come for me and try to suffocate me. Just when I'm struggling to breathe, I wake up. And the room is as cold as ice. But why is your room so cold? London winters are too cold to bear without any heating on overnight. Wagahai murder. If Wagahai actually killed the dude who rented it after Selden, that is funny. But for some reason, even though I light the stove before I climb into bed at night, the pilot light always goes out and the room fills with gas. But that's terrible. That's exactly the same situation as what led to the previous occupant's death. And then there's what happened with Mr. Shamsphere last night, when he was mysteriously poisoned. There's clearly more to that incident that can be explained by a curse, though. Whatever can be the cause of all these strange happenings in Mr. Garrideb's rooms. I need to go to Miss Green. Miss Green? Miss Green. Miss Green, I need to talk to you. Miss Green, who is this man? Look, there's a photograph in the frame. It's this motherfucker. He looks like Vector from fucking Despicable Me. Oh yes, it's a picture of a young gentleman. He looks to be about the same age as Miss Green. Special someone. Are you guys not making the connection? Miss Green. I'm Laura. My name's Olive. My parents liked olives, so they named me Olive. And why was I named Green? Because that's my last name. Ah, I can't do anything. Okay, get up, you motherfucker. Alright. Alright, let's go, boys. You're here now, Mr. Garrideb. Oh, Bonnie. My Bonnie. I predicted him saying Bolly. Oh my god. Right, Bolly business it is for me, you know, getting out and about. Were you at the Old Bailey by any chance? No. Naturally. Fate of my lodging hanging in the balance and all that. Not a trial to miss. The fate of what's already been dubbed your haunted lodgings, yes. Of course, the blaze has caused quite a stir around the capital on more than one occasion already. As the old haunted lodgings or some such. Oh. Almost just died. You guys don't understand. I almost just died. Wow. I'm glad I'm not dead. Ah. Well, at least he knows. Makes you wonder what the blazes is going on, don't you know? What? Why is Sholmes here? Yes, I'm sure it does. In fact, thinking back to Mr. Natsume's other trial just 2 days ago. You were at the Old Bailey then as well, weren't you? Testifying with your wife about what happened. My wife is the one who fucking stabbed the bitch. Stopped off at the prison on the way home, in fact. Beastly business. I see. Oh, man. Oh, shit. What's going on, homeboy? So what brings you to my haunted abode today, eh? I'll tell you what. Tell me about this. Mr. Garrideb, could I show you this? Fucking hell. Mr. Garrideb, can I ask you to look at this photograph? Is that your son who's with you there? No, not at all. He was a lodger here once. Duncan Ross was his name. Duncan Ross? Like Bob Ross? A stray photographer happened to be passing, so I asked him to take a shot. Just for kicks, really. Was he by any chance the lodger before Mr. Natsume? Oh shit, is he dead? Yes, that's right. Shit, Duncan Ross is Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts in the grave. Oh yes, the young gentleman who died in the room in mysterious circumstances. Just what Mr. Mustache was waiting for, one might say. Yes, young Duncan lived in the room at the top of the first flight of stairs before that Japanese chap. Would you mind telling us a little more about him? The lodger's death. Yes, Duncan Ross, young chap, was attending art school. Had to work to pay for it, mind. Moved into the middle room floor about a year ago, after that criminal Selden was arrested. Young students are always on the hunt for rooms with a history behind them. A history of cheap rent, maybe, yeah. Yes, well, anyway, it was one morning about a month ago now. Hadn't quite worked out the old trick of watching the gas lamps to see what my lodgers were up to at the time. So sadly I was rather tardy to discover what had happened. Smell of gas that alerted me it was. Ah, yes, synonymous with the smell of death. Called the police straight away, of course, and the officer kicked the door off its hinges. But once we got inside, we all bodily collapsed. Because of the gas. Yes, room was full of it. No air at all. Stove must have gone out while the poor chap was sleeping in his bed. So Mr. Ross suffocated to death. He's not looking at me dead in the eye. Of course, the police gave me a sound ticket on because the gas pipes are so old and all that. Can't tell you how much it sent me back to have the lot replaced all over the house. But even after you had all that work done, Mr. Natsume says the same thing. That the stove goes out at night while she's asleep in bed. Well, that's the bully curse, the convict's curse. I've done my duty as a landlord now. Someone's feeling defensive. Your lodgings. Some fishy fellow from the Far East and a failed actor chap of questionable character, eh? Yeah, the house does seem to have become something of a magnet for rum fellows of late. Thanks to that bully curse. The convict's curse, you mean? Heard of the stories, have you? Rotten scoundrel was arrested here, then the next chap in the room goes and keels over. And there was that woman who dropped dead just outside on the street, not to mention the actor yesterday. Am I next there? Oh, can't help but get the collie wobbles, can you? When you say the woman who dropped dead outside on the street, do you mean Miss Green? Because Miss Green, who was stabbed by the knife, and Mr. Shamsphere, who was poisoned last night, are both very much alive still. Yes, well, so's that blasted convict's curse, it seems. Personally, I should be quite content with such lodgings. A bath, a toilet, a fireplace, and a fascinating history. Why? It sounds like the lap of luxury. I'm not so sure about that. Well, there's no bath or toilet included, and no fireplace either. But you do look out for your tenants, don't you? By watching the rise and fall of the flames in your gas lamps up here. Yes, never hurts to keep an eye on things, in case there are any mishaps or such like. I think you've had your mishap already, sir. That's not helpful, Mr. Sholmes. Heaven forgive me. The words just came to my lips. Oh man, your lodgers. What's the connection? Some fishy fellow from the Far East and a failed actor chap of questionable character. What? There's no need for that, Mr. Garrideb. You already said that. That's right. Mr. Natsume is in no way fishy. He is undeniably peculiar, however. Is it right that he took the vacancy immediately after the previous tenant passed away? Yes, that's right. I asked him the estate agent to find someone and he popped up the very same day. Never come across a chap so keen for a place with a background, as it were. I don't think it was the room's background he was keen on so much as the cheap rent, actually. So, how long has Mr. Shamsphere been lodging under your roof? That failed actor chap? Let me see. Oh, of course. Yes, it's been 3 months now. Quite sure of it. Oh, whoa. That's when Selden was arrested. Or died. I don't know. I think died. Only 3 months. He's quite new here too, then. And to what do you owe your certainty in that regard, Mr. Garrideb, if I might ask? Well, it was that Selden scoundrel that happens. Selden? The convict, you mean? Do Selden and Shamsphere have some kind of connection, then? Ooh, Shamsphere's tenancy. That convict chap Selden passed away in the clink 3 months ago now, you see. Some malady or other. Yes, we've seen the report from the newspaper at the time. Well, it was only 3 days later that the tragedian showed his face. The actor fellow. Really? Yes, I remember it quite distinctly. Oh, shit. 'Tis small, this world we inhabit. Pity thee, landlord, hear my request. I, the humble Shamsphere, do desire to take thy room on the middle floor, offered erewhile for rent. Terribly sorry and whatnot, but that won't be possible. Already have a lodger on the middle floor. Ground floor room is vacant, though. Nothing can be made out of nothing. Let me repeat mine will unto thee. Those girls be muffling your ears. The room on the middle floor is taken. It's ground floor or nothing. Oh, shit. Okay, theory time. I've got a theory. Selden's fortune of all that jewelry he hid is in his room. It's in Mr. Natsume's room right now. Shamsphere somehow found this out and wanted that room, but he's on the bottom floor because Mr. Natsume was already in there. So in order to get Mr. Natsume out of that room so he can go into that room and get that money, he faked his own poisoning and to frame Mr. Natsume. That's my theory. We have an accord. Glad to hear it. Welcome to Briar Road. Lower Shamsphere dance to celebrate. Damn. From what I heard in court today, sounds like the chap was thieving gas. And he was 3 months in arrears with the rent, too. Yeah, the fellow was a bully player, alright. He's a bitchlet. He is. Thank you for your candor, Mr. Garrett. We are most grateful. By way of appreciation, allow me to say 1 or 2 words. Give me my robe, put on my crown. I have immortal longings in me. Did you see that little dance I did? What's happened to you? Shakespeare, my dear fellow, one of his most famous lines. I wish to divulge my own learning of the subject, for I have a turn for literature too, you know. Perhaps you could turn your attention to more apt lines then. Theater kids, am I right? Oh, that reminds me actually. Yes? About young Duncan, the night before the poor chap perished. He'd been writing a letter of affection to a young lady. Miss Green! A love letter, you mean? Yeah, where did I put it now? Oh, here it is. Left it on my desk. If you'll excuse me. Let me see now. What does it say? To my most beautiful and charming sweetheart. Do you think that we should be reading such a personal piece of correspondence? My dear Miss Susato, that is precisely why I preface my reading with, if you'll excuse me. I will not excuse you, Mr. Sholmes, no. Sadly, he didn't address it, though. So I have no means of delivering the thing. Rather sad, really. I see. That's going to play on my mind. I know exactly who it is. But really, the identity of Mr. Ross's sweetheart has no bearing on the case. I think we should leave well alone. Yes, I suppose you're right. Indeed, the intended recipient's address is missing. However, there is a name attributed to the man's most beautiful and charming sweetheart. Mr. Sholmes, please, I've already had to chastise you about this once. My undying love to you, my colorful darling, Olive Green. Olive Green? The woman who was plunged into a coma after a knife plunged into her back outside this house 5 days ago. The victim of the last case Saseki-san was in court for, who regained consciousness only yesterday? Is it just chance that her name has come up now? Could it possibly be a mere coincidence? Miss Naruhodo, whatever can this mean? Reading personal correspondence can have its merits, you see, Miss Susato. We gotta go give this to Miss Green. What are you doing staring at me like that, man? Hey, leave me alone. You're scaring me, dude. Miss Green! No, where is she? Miss Green! Bartholomew! Miss Naruhodo, I've just finished speaking with the doctor. It seems Miss Green is well enough to be discharged at last. This is good news, but hopefully just before she leaves... Ah! What is it? Miss Green! Holy shit, what are you doing? Miss Green, put the bottle down! I don't know what she's drinking. It better not be arsenic. What was that? She clearly just hit something behind her back. One moment, Laura. One moment, I'll be with you in a jiffy. I'm Laura. God, I'm gonna regret this voice. Oh, hello everyone. What are you all doing here? The doctor has said I can be discharged, so I'm just getting my things together. Miss Green, what were you just doing? Oh, nothing really. I was just about to take some medicine the doctor prescribed for me, that's all. Well, we were hoping to have another quick chat with you if that's alright. I don't really have anything else to tell you. Alright, she's definitely behaving strangely. Let's see if we can't coax something out of her. Can I examine the fucking bottle? Look at this! This is the bottle Miss Green was just about to drink from when we arrived. Yes, she looked rather preoccupied, didn't she? Perhaps it's very bitter. I can't stand bitter medicine. I suppose that could be it. In fact, whenever a doctor prescribes me medicine for a number of days, I always take it all at once. Oh no! Dude! Well, if you have to take something you don't like, it's best to get it all out of the way in one go, isn't it? Oh dear. And I thought it was Miss Green I should be worrying about at the moment. Achievement unlocked down in one? Oh my god. Bruh. This is the card that Miss Green was looking at so intently before, isn't it? Mr. Naruhodo, we shouldn't be peeking at a young woman's private effects. Right, I should save peeking for gentlemen's effects only. You mustn't do that either. And maybe you, Miss Sato, shouldn't be peeking into a young man's mind either, huh? It's because I'm psychic, as Sayaka Maizono would say. Alright, it's wonderful news that you're going to be discharged, Miss Green. Oh yeah, I mean, thank you. Once people are better, the hospital staff don't want them lingering and wasting space. Not people like me, anyway. So I don't think I should be keeping anyone waiting. I probably shouldn't stand around and chat. She certainly doesn't seem to be in the mood to talk, that's for sure. We need to give you something, Miss Green. Miss Green, we were hoping to ask you about someone. Mr. Duncan Ross. You knew him, didn't you? Oh, Pink. Oh no, I'm so sorry. The bottle of medicine fell down when she did. Oh, Miss Green, are you all right? Oh my god. Oh, I have to okay, wait. Okay, wait. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to startle you like that. No, it's all right. I just wasn't expecting it. How do you know about Duncan? Mr. Ross had been writing a letter when he passed away. The landlord found it in his room. It was a very personal letter to you. I know what the game is, but what the fuck is this game? I don't know, dude. Who knows, bro? Dot. It was at the art school. That's where I met Duncan just a year ago now. Okay, sing mode, I'll end it. I need to go get a hat, apparently. Mr. Tix wants me to have a hat, so I'm gonna go get a hat. You said a fancy hat? This hat should be fancy enough. This hat, I'm about to put on a hat that is symbolic of a life of luxury, plentiful eating, and good food. My Chipotle hat. That's where I met Duncan. Dude, the thing is covering my eyes. Let me just like... That's where I met Duncan a year ago now. He was working to fund his studies. He dreamt of becoming a professional artist one day. I commissioned him furry art, and he didn't want to talk to me after that. And the two of you became romantically involved. He responded to my furry art with his fursona, and we hit it off. Yes, that's right. He didn't want to draw the rat. We were very much in love. We were engaged to be married, actually. Oh, they were almost Mrs. and Mr. Ross. They were almost Mr. and Mrs. Ross. The Ross, Bob Ross. Oh my God. That's why he decided to move into a cheaper room to save money for the wedding. And that's what led him to Mr. Garrideb's. Yes, he told me he'd found the worst but cheapest room in the entire East End. And then, 1 month ago, that's when it happened. We're so terribly sorry, Miss Green. Well, it's all in the past now, I suppose. I keep nudging the mic with my hat. Poor Miss Green. She looks desperately sad. I was starting to think that's just her look. But now I see that she has every reason to feel the universe is against her. I don't think that's medicine. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think... The rat! The rat! The rat! Chat, the rat is gone. The rat is gone. And you can't see it. There's a tiny rat tail right here. No! No! Don't tell me. I hope you don't think I'm being rude, but would you mind leaving me in peace now? I have to leave the hospital soon. Oh, I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to hold you up. Of course, we'll be on our way. Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, it's dead! Surely you were not about to leave. That's quite out of the question. What? Mr. Sholmes, I didn't realize you were here. But of course I was, my dear fellow. I was watching you intently from the shadows, as always. Make your presence known next time. His name was Franklin. He was a good boy. Mr. Sholmes, what's this about? Something which occurs to me with some regularity, Mr. Sato, is this. Why do detectives insist on such an ex post facto modus operandi? Why solve a case after it's happened, instead of preventing a case before it happens? That is what sets a great detective apart. What do you mean? There is a case waiting to happen under our very noses, Mr. Naruhodo. So let us avert disaster. Let us prevent this case from ever happening, with nothing but careful observation. All right. All the clues you need are set before you. You need only look, and you cannot fail to see. You can do it, Miss Naruhodo. I know you can. Franklin! Franklin, no! Chat, why does the pink blood make it look like a Danganronpa crime scene? Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Can I like turn the music off? Wait, can I turn the music off? Audio. Okay, turn it off real quick. Just real quick. Chat. Okay. Look very closely at the rat. Okay. Wait, where's that? That wasn't... Is that display capture? Oh, that's overlay. Here. Display capture. Okay, chat, here we go. You ready? It looks just like it. It looks just like it, doesn't it? Oh my god. It looks like a Danganronpa murder scene. Oh my god, I'm crying. I'm saving this tab for later use. I'm saving it. There we go. You better clip that too. Are you kidding me? Okay. Sorry, I just had to, I hit the mic again. I'm taking the hat off. Thank you for the wardrobe edition. That mouse seems to be dead. Naruhodo, you bastard. His name was Franklin. His name was Franklin. I didn't notice it there before, did you? I think perhaps it drank the medicine that spilled out of the bottle. Franklin! No! But that's the bottle that Miss Green was about to drink from when we arrived. I mean, okay, listen, we're making a big deal about the rat right now, but also, Miss Green was about to kill herself. Let's not ignore that fact either, okay? You don't think... I see you've come to appreciate the true nature of this scene. Who cares? Franklin's dead. True. That is of a tragedy about to take place. Yes, I think it's falling into place. Oh, fuck. Miss Green, the contents of the bottle you had before is spilt out on the floor. And the poor mouse that drank it has sadly died. Franklin! I think it's clear that the bottle must have contained a powerful poison. Don't worry. I will attend to the mouse presently. Give him a good funeral! He deserves it! Give him a good funeral! Thank you. Franklin! Chat. What gets bigger the more you take away? A hole. A hole. Miss Green, were you intending to go the same way as that rodent? To take your own life? Once we'd left, you would have put it to your lips again, wouldn't you? And taken the poison? Miss Green, please talk to us. Okay, see you later. No, I'm kidding. Chat, why is this image with her eyes poking over the top of it? It looks like a checklist. It looks like a checklist. This is such a meme. Just this image. Oh my god. Okay, this is my new reaction image to everything. 10 seconds later, and we would have arrived at a very different scene here. In all probability, we would not have enjoyed this most delightful conversation. Of course, perhaps it hasn't been quite so delightful from your perspective, Miss Green. Gogi Doki literature rat. Actually, in a way, now that everything's out in the open, I feel like a weight has been lifted. Baby! Tell me, how did you acquire that medicine? Sham Sphere! Well, with this being a hospital and all, when the doctor comes to examine me in the mornings, he always leaves the medicine cabinet open for a while, so I snuck this out when he wasn't looking. Okay, it wasn't Sham Sphere. But it might have been. It conspicuously lacks a label. I wonder what it contains. I'm afraid I don't really know. But I thought if I drank it, it might just stop the pain somehow. Oh, please, Miss Green. Don't talk of such things. Oh my god. Well, it seems clear now that it contains poison. Yes, that poor little mouse is proof of that. Franklin! Oh no. Oh, it's all my fault. What have I done? Fuck, yeah. This is the correct response for Franklin. I shall remove this to my office, Miss Green. I take it you have no objection? No, none. Could you just hold up? Wait. This is her, I don't know what that is, dialogue. I don't know what to say now. I don't know what to say to her anymore. Do we just leave? Bye. Bye, Shoddy. Oh, wait. We should probably go to Mr. Sholmes' suite. Because he's taking it to his office, right? B. No. Damn it. Hey, Iris. Look at her. Hey, Iris. Stop calling people shoddy or draw 25. Never. Probably the letter. I'm dumb. It definitely feels as though this card must be relevant. I mean, when we first arrived, Miss Green was standing with it in her hand, in what can only be described as a very tense atmosphere. Franklin. Yes, it may very well be related to whatever incident Mr. Sholmes believes was about to happen here. Perhaps we should ask Miss Green about it. There we go. My goodness. Oh my god, the envelope! That was in Shamsphere! This other part of the envelope was in Shamsphere's room! Neither the sender's name or address appear to be written on the envelope or the card. It arrived by post at my home the day before the incident that put me in the hospital here. I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on the 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. My god. Wait a minute. The 17th of this month? That's my birthday! My birthday is January 17th. I don't know if it's January, it might be December, but that's kind of messed up either way, huh? That's the day you were stabbed on Briar Road. And 5 p.m. is precisely the time when the incident occurred. The Slug and Salad, yes, a pub on the northern corner of Briar Road. Briar Road being the street that Mr. Garrideb's house is on. Does this mean that... Yes, I'm sure you've guessed. That day when I was stuck in the back by the knife, I was actually on my way to the Slug and Salad. Goodness. So that's what you were doing on Briar Road that day. I'm sorry I didn't say anything before. I think I really will have to ask you to excuse me now. I've told you everything. Yes, I'm very sorry to have had to drag up such painful memories for you. No, it's fine. Miss Green, please, promise us you won't try to do anything like that again? We should probably get, like, Gregson or something. Don't worry, your detective friend has the bottle now anyways. I guess I'll just have to use this window over here. No! That's terrible, Rister. And besides, I've been stabbed in the back and had a close shave with a bottle of poison, and I'm still here. I think I'm destined to see things through the end, is what I will say to you guys so that you don't send me to a mental asylum. They weren't that good back in these days. It might sound a little conceited, but, well, that's how this has all made me feel. Shorty had those apple-bottom jeans. Leaving Miss Green and St. Bartholomew's behind, we made our way back to Baker Street with Mr. Sholmes. I literally watched a wild Voltorb explode. Damn, man. Well, it would appear we've reached the end of our investigative trail for today. Yes, it's late. And Miss Notterhood, did you discover anything that may be of use to you in court tomorrow, do you think? Details about Mr. Shamsphere, Mr. Garrideb's lodgings, the convict Selden. There are many facets to this case, and we've yet to see the heart of it, if you ask me. That's my feeling, anyway. I can't help wondering about the results of the analysis. Into Mr. Natsume's tea, you mean? Yes. Will they have found strychnine in it or not? Well, I feel that either way, it will be hard to escape the grip of our friend, Mr. Reaper. Oh, dear. Yes, Barak von Zeeks. But I wish you every success, of course. And though I was late to rise this morning, tomorrow will be a new dawn. I intend to spring from my bed at a crisp hour and attend the trial. Mr. Sholmes, you're going to come? All over your face! Indeed, whatever happens, I shall be there, assuming my eyelids cooperate in the morning. Well, I think we've done all we can. All that's... Okay. Helaman went... Okay, no! Helaman, please! It wasn't at Ryunosuke this time. All that's left is to remain focused and keep fighting for Mr. Natsume's case until the very end. Cause, not case. But also case, but cause. Okay, chat, listen. Crisis. Having it just be you and me in these streams has changed the atmosphere sometimes. Cause when it's just me and Crisis doing these streams, it's way worse. It's way worse. I make like one when everyone else is here and everyone else is just like, what the fuck, Rister? And I'm like, what? That's just what I always do during streams. London, the world's most prosperous city, home to 6 million people. But away from the razzle-dazzle, down back alleys and bricked up windows, the lonely lurk. Saseki-san had battled long and hard with loneliness during his many months here. And so I felt honor-bound to battle equally hard for my compatriot, to lift the curse that gripped him. Yeah, gripped. And as Mr. Sholmes said, tomorrow will be a new dawn for all of us. Mr. Rister makes one around me, I have like 5 more. True! To be continued right now. We going on for real, for real? Unless you don't want me to. I could go play Metro Exodus right now. Artyom. All right, let's go. 23rd February. This is funny. I'm glad. I'm glad. Every Sunday we playing this. I am a cat. Yeah. Okay. Helaman redeemed, check DMs. Let's check our DMs. Oh, what did Helaman just send me? Oh! No! Franklin! Helaman, how could you send that to me? I can't believe... I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I just created a bit. I just created a bit. At the end. At the end. Crisis messaged me and went, yeah! Dun-no-no-no-no-no-no-no. Every time I see a yeah, I think there's a dun-no-no-no-no-no-no at the end. So yeah. Anyways, let's keep going. Dot. That's menacing. Dot. This is it then, Miss Naruhodo. The normal music coming back. It's time to put an end to this now. To the miserable curse that has been plaguing Mr. Natsume. To everything. And in my own small way, I shall do everything I can to help you. I brought the dead rat. I always appreciate your help, Mr. Sado. Suffering, Saseki, selfishly, sideline. Good morning to you too, Mr. Natsume. Mr. Beast. Good morning, Locum student, Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. Listen to you two chatting away happily as if the main player of today's trial isn't here. Why would you do that? Why? Oh dear, we didn't mean to cause offense, Mr. Natsume. I thought perhaps that because you had your eyes shut so tightly, you were meditating. Finding inner calm. It seemed wrong to disturb you. I was waiting. What's the matter, Mr. Natsume? You seem different somehow today. Why, naturally. That's because I've attained spiritual enlightenment. The path of literature, you see, is a journey to discover one's own death. Or such like. That's the sort of morning conversation I was hoping for. That's why I had my eyes shut. I missed the signs, I'm afraid. Somehow. You'll have to forgive me. And you mustn't talk of your path leading to your death, Mr. Natsume. That was just an example! Oh, yes, there it is. Intercom. You barely came to see me at all yesterday. I was sure you'd abandoned me and returned to our beautiful long-lost homeland. We've not even been in Great Britain a week yet. Well, yes, well, anyway. I intend to set everything straight in court today. I'm determined to uncover the truth. Yes. I've actually reached an important decision myself. I've realized that my voice is actually very similar to Olive Green's voice, and I'm not quite sure what to do about it. I shall fill you in after the trial. All right. It would seem Mr. Sholmes isn't coming today after all. He'll probably show up right in the middle when we thought we're defeated, but he'll be like, but this evidence. It's a very clever message, I think. My dear fellows, you must win this battle on your own merits. It's a very clear message, I think, that he's overslept again. The great detective, my arch nemesis. May he stay away, if you ask me. The trial is about to begin. How does anyone find that funny? Bow, ba-dow, bow, bow, down, bow, ba-now. Today, once again, we face the Reaper. And when the Reaper stands for the prosecution, the defendant's fate is sealed. But I don't believe in that legend any more than I believe in Saseki-san's curse. The truth is hidden here somewhere, and I won't let it escape me. Without it, sorry, I don't want Helen to leave. I have to keep believing in my client, keep fighting until the end, that's all. All right. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. All right, let's go. The Old Bailey courtroom, Governor. Oh, God, there she is. Juror number 4 or 5? 5. No, 4. 4, yeah. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. I call upon the counsel for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. The prosecution is ready. Yes, the defense is ready. Very good. And now I call upon the 6 ladies and gentlemen of the jury, chosen by the lot to represent the will of the people in this trial. Are you ready to proceed? Absolutely. Justice will be done, you mark my words. I feel obliged to say, I feel especially ruthless on days when my hat isn't sitting just right. Oh, well, I wonder if you could adjust my hat for me. And please be as ruthless as you like. Bottom! 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 Holy crap! Thieves deserve to die. Thieves deserve to die, if you ask me. Especially gas thieves. I've no sympathy for the man at all. Look, I said it yesterday and I'll say it again now. I don't have time for this. I've got my own problems. Ah, may the Lord show us all the light here and lead his flock to a righteous verdict again today. Now, Lord Fanseeks, what can you tell us? That I am snuggy in my blankie. The prosecution's report, please, for the court. In relation to the theory expounded by the defense yesterday regarding the defendant's tea. So he does have the results. Damn, a lot of black in that guy's statement right now. All right. Before the prosecution delivers the black news about the black tea belonging to the blackguard in the dock, pray allow me a moment to savor a liquid of a more sanguine hue. In fact, I'll defer to the good detective for the report. Here's to you, Inspector. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. As indicated by the defense, we found a bar of soap just outside the victim's window in the snow. And there was indeed a frozen reddish liquid and a little depression on top of it. Yes, that's the tea. Spill it! That's what Mr. Natsume brought with him that night. Well, the brains at the yard analyzed it, and yes, you're right, it was tea. And there wasn't a trace of strychnine or any other toxin substance in it. No poison at all. In other words, the tea that the defendant brought with him to the victim's room is innocent. It's in the clear. What a revelation! I mean, so we're done here, right? I mean, as I suspected. This makes it quite clear. The defendant, Mr. Soseki Natsume, is blameless. Objection! My learned friend is jumping to conclusions again. A typical Nipponese reaction. What? Yes, it's true, no poison was found in the few drops of liquid recovered from the soap on the window ledge. But, what logic is that? Would you take a drop from the Thames and conclude that the water in the ocean isn't salty? My word, the water in the ocean is extremely salty, Counsel. Exactly. Unfit for drinking, just as the victim's tea was on the night in question, as the court has already heard. Bitter was the precise word from the lips of Mr. William Shamsphere, whom the prosecution now calls back to the stand. Okay, I love Van Zieks, and I get that a trial kind of has to continue for the video game to be a video game, but Gregson literally said they just needed one drop and they could tell whether or not poison was in it. The tea is innocent. Very well, I hold the prosecution's request. Mr. Shamsphere. Yes, it sounds like we're going to have another confrontation with our theatrical friend. You'll never forget Franklin. Bailiff, show Mr. Shamsphere to the stand. Franklin, I want him to testify. Oh! That's what he did. Mr. William Shamsphere, the victim of this despicable crime. Oh heaven, oh hell, do you command me to remember? Forsooth, 'twas I, Shamsphere, did have a belly full of the foul fluid given in mine innocence. Yes, but as was revealed in yesterday's proceedings, the witness is not as innocent as we had perhaps first been led to believe. By using bars of soap such as this, he has been stealing gas from the supply company, yes. One may smile and be a villain. Forsooth, 'twas I, Shamsphere, did have a room full of the sweet fuel given. That's right, fellow jurors, don't forget, this man is a rotten thief. I haven't forgotten, kept all that about the ice coins and a tidy secret, didn't you? He should have owned up sooner. Arrest him, I say! Arrest him at once, and let him feel the sting in my tail! Okay. Just gotta relax a little bit. Hellman's here. I gotta relax a little bit. Crisis? Crisis? Look at me, Crisis! Keep eye contact, okay? We gotta relax. Oh, indeed. By dint of vile and cowardly means have I plotted to further mine own ends, I confess. Thou wouldst not pardon my sins, of that I am sure. If you acknowledge your wrongdoing, what exactly are you doing here? Cowards die many times before their deaths, and for a coward such as I, death be well deserved. But would it be that a greater crime passeth unpunished? For lo, the hairy-faced gentleman of farther east than Verona did contrive to poison me. But there was no poison in the tea found in your room. The police have attested to that. What the defense would assert as an inconsistency will quickly be cleared up by the witness's testimony. Is that not so, Mr. Shamsphere? Verily, my liege, I would most gladly speak. Queen mommy shit. Very well, let the witness testify to explain this inconsistency. Tell the court why it is that the poison apparently entered your body. Through none was found in the tea. Though none, not through none. Alright, here we go. Witness testimony. The tea inconsistency. It should have just been called spilling the tea. The Japanese man did come to my chamber with tea brewed in a pot. 'Twas my cup alone that the wicked miscreant secretly poured his wicked poison. Whilst feigning distraction in our debate, ne'er did a drop of his own drink pass his lips. When he departed by and by, I did use the tea that remained in his cup to make my coins of ice. Thus 'tis no surprise that poison be not found in the tea I did pour into the molds of soap. Inconsistent tea? Oh, that's what they should have called it too. The poison was slipped into the cup after the tea had been poured. The normal way for poison to be administered, in my experience. Quite. Otherwise, it would be disastrous if the poisoner were to mix up the cups, for instance. But no poison bottle was found at the scene. Because, quite simply, the Nipponese took the bottle back to his own room. The absence of a vessel containing the poison only becomes problematic when considering suicide. Ugh, I knew that. By now it should be perfectly clear. A bar or two of cheap soap is wholly insufficient to wash the deep stains of guilt from the accused hands. Ah. Sirs, madams, 'tis true that I, Shamsphere, be a common thief of gas. But, listen here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Wherefore would I lie? Verily, I have no cause. I have naught to lose. Well, I do declare. Thank you for your testimony, witness. Counsel, proceed with the cross-examination. Yes, my lord. He has a reason to lie. He really does. He really do be. Cross-examination. The T inconsistency. I'm just gonna press. Hold it! I understand that you are already acquainted with Mr. Natsume. Is that correct? I know thee not, old man. Fall to thy prayers. Do I know thee, or know thee not? Methinks 'tis all I can know, that thy destiny wrinkles in mine. You lost me at the first thee. Zounds, thou must learn the English tongue, afore thou turns thy hand to lawyering. I did, but I must have missed the archaic Elizabethan lecture. Verily and in truth, 'twas a fine flavored brew, though a drop of poison did barb its sweetness, as the thorn doth barb the sweet rose. That, dear friends, be the simple truth. Listen to Mr. Shamsphere. He seems in even better form than he was yesterday. Either that or I'm in worse form. That fated evening, after I did dine at Grubb's Grubbery, a local alehouse of good report, naught did pass my lips but the tainted black tea. But behold, the poison was not in the tea at first. And you didn't see him do this at all? Are you saying that you saw the moment when the poison was added to your tea? To have witnessed the act and then drank the tea, thou dost describe the actions of a fool. Quite so, quite so. But no one likes going thirsty, do they? Sooner would I die quenched than parched, would I have the choice. Actually, on the night in question, the water main was frozen, I believe, wasn't it? Were it not for the tea, in sooth I would sooner have died frozen than quenched or parched. Right, no ice coins means no heating. The witness had more than one brush with death on the night in question, it would seem. Remind the court, Mr. Shamsphere, as to whether the accused drank any of the tea which he brought with him. With the greatest of pleasure, my liege. Hold it! But the teacup Mr. Natsume drank from was found completely empty at the scene. And let's not forget the defendant's maxim. Drink tea while it's hot! I did gulp from the poisoned cup that night, and in mine agony did I writhe uncontrolled. In fits of pain I did knock the fellow's cup, and its contents spilt as blood from a gaping wound, methinks. Though certainly 'twas after I had made the coins of ice from his tea. An upset cup was found on the table that the victim was slumped over. There is no contradiction here. It's true, there was no tea left in either cup we found at the scene. But still, something about this statement is troubling me. Yes, of course. I know what it is. It's Mr. Natsume's wise drink tea while it's hot maxim, isn't it? No, I'm not so sure that's it. Thank you, witness. Now reiterate for the court what it is that occupied you after your guest had left and before you drank your tea. Okay, wait, so something about this one. Huh. It's so odd. I don't know. I really can't tell. I guess we'll keep pressing. I'm at the hospital right now with Franklin. Is he doing okay? Did Franklin live? Is Franklin okay? Yeah, so that you could cheat the gas company, in fact. Isn't that right? To cheat or to die. 'Tis life's only choice. Yes! The doctor said he's gonna make it. Oh, thank God. Franklin. Chat, is this Franklin? Is this Franklin? Is this Franklin? I don't know. Faith to cheat be the wise choice, and mine occupation be not an ugly one. Prithee, dost thou not see beauty in the simplicity of the ruse? No, I don't, and be very sure, sir. Once this trial is over, Altamont Gas will take you to task over this legal task. I shall not run, I shall not hide. Sooth to say, I have nowhere to run, nor to hide. But my lady, why wouldst thou with this pitiful player? Oh, I'll tell you what I'd like to do with you, starting with the shorty shot on your back. Bitch, talk to the hand. 'Tis time for a Shamsphere dance. What a harsh world we live in. I'm snugging my banky. The thieving of gas was addressed in yesterday's proceedings. The prosecution calls on the defense not to muddy the waters with irrelevancy. Consider that a warning, counsel. Yes, my lord. Why am I the one in trouble here? Mr. Shamsphere, after the accused returned to his own lodgings, you used his tea to make your coins. Is that correct? To cheat or to die? I did make my choice many moons ago. Hold it. I'll do the Shamsphere dance at the end if I get a sub. I already said it. If having first made your special coins, it was after 2 in the morning when you collapsed, that would mean you can't have drunk any tea yourself until around that time. Once ensnared by literary debate, naught else be found in the furrows of the mind. The debate about Romeo and Juliet, you mean, and who was the stronger of the two. Rightfully did I pay no heed to the tea as I wrestled with the abominable fellow. I don't remember debates like that when I was studying. Are you suggesting that neither of you actually drank the tea whilst it was hot that evening? My lord, wouldst thou be privy to some Shamspherian wisdom? Husband, wife, and tea, ought I tepid be? Ah yes, so very true. Everyone has different preferences when it comes to tea. I think you might have interpreted that wrongly. So it's been proven that there was no poison in Saseki-san's tea. That should be hugely in our favor. But the atmosphere in this courtroom today, it feels as though everyone is against us, Mr. Nodohodo. It must be the Reaper's poison. I'm afraid that if we don't find a significant flaw in this testimony somewhere, the jury will pounce and find Mr. Natsume guilty. It really feels like we've jumped into the fire here. So the only thing that seemed wrong, ne'er a drop of his own drink passes. I have to present here, I think. Something about this was wrong. I don't know. Bum 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 bum. So, okay. What was happening in this photo? What was happening in this? What is happening in this photo? Oh, I don't know. Cause like, these cups are chipped. Wouldn't it have broken if he had tipped it over? Let me save. Cause like, he said something was wrong about this one. That's what she said. Fucking Susato Shotty. Wait! I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Because wouldn't it already have been full? Ah. Hmm. No. Okay. Oh boy, this is rough. I'm not sure. Tis no surprise that the poison be not found in tea. Can I... Huh. I don't know. Gosh. I'm actually kind of stuck. Shit. I can load the game. I saved earlier. I saved earlier. When he departed. So wouldn't the Mortem report contradict that? Oh my god. I was just playing devil's advocate. Rinosuke! This is no time. Something of the devil in me. Bro, this is not Attack on Titan. Don't call me an island devil, please. I'll cry. So I think it's this one. I genuinely think it's this one. I think it's that statement, but I don't know. I don't know what about that statement will be it, you know? Bum 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 bum. Let me press one more time. The teacup Miss Natsume drank was found completely empty. Let's not forget the defendant's maximum. Drink tea while it's hot. I did gulp from the poisoned cup, and in my agony I writhed uncontrolled, and its contents spilled. I don't know about that. Maybe the picture. I'm gonna try to go with the picture. I'm gonna try to go with the picture right there. Because if you look at the picture, there should be tea in there, right? There should be tea. There should be. Dude, I don't get it. Huh. It's not anything over here. And it's not that. This is insane. I can't. I don't know, bro. I literally don't. How? What? I wonder if I should look up a walkthrough. Time for a rethink. 'Twas in my cup alone did he secretly pour his poison. There's no container. For like... Where was this massive thing, like the thermos of tea? Because as far as we only have 2 cups. We only have 2 cups. Chat, one sec. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Investigation. Huh. Pair of teacups? What the fuck? I presented the teacups! What? I presented the... Why did I close it? Why did I close it? Wait. Let me like open this much more back. Let me just, yeah, buddy. What? Okay. Statement number 3. Dude. Huh? Okay, I'm just gonna present the teacups on everything. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna present the teacups on everything and just find out which one works. And then as soon as I find out which one works, I'm gonna load. And blow my, just load the, fuck. Oh, no, 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 no. Na 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 na. Oh wait, should I investigate them? This is the teacup from when Mr. Natsume was drinking. Oh! Holy shit. I know what it is. Let me load and do that again. Chat, we figured it out. I figured it out. I gotta look at the evidence. I'll read it again this time. This is the teacup from which Mr. Natsume was drinking. Yes, unlike the other one, the inside of the cup is completely clean. I suppose he must have drunk the contents before the tea had a chance to leave a mark. I always gulp it down too. Sorry, Mr. Nadahara? Well, if you just sip it a little by little, it goes cold. Clearly, I shall have to instruct you in the proper way to make tea. To take tea. Oh my fuck. Chat, I didn't even use a guide for that. First try, baby. First try. You claim that Mr. Natsume didn't drink a drop of tea on the night in question. But that's impossible. Ha ha ha! Oh, Chub Logic, what is this, ye clad fiend? The 2 teacups from the scene, one used by the victim and the other by the defendant, have a clear difference between them. One that represents incontrovertible proof. Incontrovertible? What difference? Look at the inside of the cups. Just here, there's a clear visible ring. Yes, the tea ring, commonplace enough. Indeed, such stains occur all too readily when one leaves tea in the cup for a while. And yet, Mr. Natsume's cup has no such ring. Good lord, you're right. It's completely clean. And prithee, sir, what makest thou of it? Exactly what Mr. Natsume told the court yesterday. The Japanese saying he quoted. Drink tea. What a thought! That's right, yes. The jittery Mr. Natsume was true to his usual self that night and drank his tea in no time. If, as you claim in your testimony, he didn't touch a drop of his tea, a ring would have developed on the inside of his cup as well, after the several hours the tea was left standing. But, in short, Mr. Shamsphere, you clearly lied to the court. Get thee to a nunnery! Objection! Objection! As a rule, I filled my hallowed chalice up to 7 times during any one trial. It's like Godo drinking only 17 cups of coffee. You might want to keep that information to yourself. Another. Yet on occasion, TDM distracts me and I pour more times than I intend until the bottle is dry. Your drinking habits are fascinating, but irrelevant. On the contrary, they illustrate the fickleness of human memory. To William Shamsphere, Yes, my liege. Though you previously stated you made the coins of ice from leftover tea in the accused's cup, could it be that you were perhaps mistaken? Could it be that, yes, perhaps there was some tea remaining in the small teapot left at the scene? A fact that had vanished from your memory until now. Faith, my liege, thou art a magician. For verily, 'tis as though thou hast seen it with thine own eyes that night. What? Forsooth, I was mistook. I did plan to use the tea from the Japanese fellow's cup, but lo, when I looked, 'twas empty. And thus did I use the dregs that festered in the teapot, as my liege did suggest. Objection. And you've just suddenly remembered now that you made a mistake before. Are we supposed to believe that?
Objection.
People's memories are imperfect, my learned friend, which is why we rely on evidence instead. But in any case, it makes no difference. The victim's most recent testimony tells us two things of note. Firstly, that the poison was put into the victim's teacup only. And secondly, that this sport cup was not the source of the insipid ice coins that have bewitched this court. The prosecution makes a fine summary of the facts. Furthermore, the testimony remains valid and in full support of the established facts. In other words... The inconsistency claimed by the defense simply does not exist! No! What does this mean, then? I do declare it means there's no issue with the gas thief's testimony. Apart from the bit about the thieving gas, obviously. My lords, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I do solemnly swear, after I did dine at Grubb's Grubbery Ale House that night, naught did pass my lips but the black tea given by the Japanese, whose back be stooped as low as death. And on what did you dine, sir? Why, I did partake of my favorites. A broth as wouldst be called soup, and a leaf as wouldst be called salad. As insalubrious a menu as the establishment where it was served. But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. Willingly would I suffer that punishment to seem fit to serve a wicked thief of gas. But I pray ye wise and noble fellows ne'er forget the simple truth. That be one thing, and this be another. Jurors all, your humble servant Shamsphere doth entreat you. Punish the Japanese fellow for his sins. My lord! That's, yeah. If I may speak, my lord. Yes, Mr. Foreman. I believe we may have been duped by that rotten defense lawyer. By me? I do declare you may be right. We all know the wife there was making coins of ice to keep himself warm. Boy, this lawyer lad says if he's stealing gas, he deserves a dose of poison, eh? He's been leading us up the garden path, that's what he's been doing. I really never said anything like that. But what we just heard from the victim there has opened our eyes again. We've reached a decision this time, and we won't be swayed from it. The court acknowledges the position of the jury foreman, and will duly hear the jury's findings. What? No! You can't yet. Oh, here we go. Summation examination. You'll state your decisions.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Punch your fucking desks. There we go. Okay, we gotta get a few more. No biggie. No biggie. I hereby declare the jury to be in accord. Oh, happy day! How is this happening? My lord, the defense asserts its right to carry out a summation examination. Very well. The court upholds the defense's right. Typical. My learned friend is unable to accept the obvious truth. This trial will therefore enter its second summation examination immediately. Jurors, the court calls upon each of you to state the grounds upon which you find the defendant guilty of the crime with which he is charged. Let's do this, chat. You ready for the best music of literally the entire Ace Attorney series, low-key, here we go. The jury's contentions. I'm a man of logic, me, and having considered all the evidence, the defendant must logically be guilty. I do agree that gas is far too expensive. I can quite understand why the man would want to avoid paying. The stuff explodes and it can poison you. It's absolutely lethal, gas is. Gas doesn't come for free. It costs a fortune to deliver it around the city and maintain the pipes. Truth be told, the tea my wife serves up for me is a little sketchy at times. If nothing else passed the victim's lips that night, there's no other explanation, is there? I do feel that perhaps personal opinion about gas and its supply has influenced decisions somewhat. But never mind. No, you really should mind. The truth is, our counter-argument wasn't as unassailable as we'd hoped. And Mr. Shamsphere was poisoned. There can be no doubt of that. Then how are we supposed to turn this around? I think we need to establish the method by which Mr. Shamsphere was actually poisoned. Our only hope is to demonstrate that to the court incontrovertibly. But that's surely almost impossible at this stage. If we don't manage it, though, Mr. Natsume will be found guilty. No delays, counsel. Proceed with the summation examination. All right. Jury examination. Let's do this. The defense's rebuttal. This is intense. This is every Sunday. Hold it! All the evidence, you say? That's right. Oh, shit! The thing is here! And there's no room for doubt. It's all pointing at that Japanese man with the big mustache. Says the Englishman with the bigger mustache. Which means we need to show the man some new evidence to make him change his mind. If only we had that kind of evidence. Don't worry. The summation examination has barely started, really. Perhaps there'll be a shift in the situation that shows an existing piece of evidence in a new light. Let's hope so. To start with, though, I need to find some way out of this deadlock. Oh my god! What if Shamsphere was the one who put out the pilot light in the room? What if he's trying to get that middle room by killing the people who's... Oh my god, hold on. This isn't the time or place to be discussing the price of gas, madam. But really, think of the injustice. Air is a gas, and air is free. Why should Altamont gas cost money? It makes my blood boil. I can feel myself becoming more ruthless than ever. This isn't the time or the place to be ruthless either. If I might interject here. Yes, madam? It seems my fellow juror takes issue with the price our company charges for gas. But it's precisely because of thieves like this man that the cost goes up. Oh, what a beastly man. That unkempt mustache, those hunched shoulders, poisoning tea and stealing gas. Utterly unforgivable. No, Mr. Natsume is not the one who's been stealing gas. I'll thank you not to go adding on more crimes. Mr. Natsume hasn't been poisoning tea either. Well, anyway, I've quite made up my mind. It's as made up as the price of gas. All right. Hold it. Can we please talk about the poison rather than the gas, do you think, sir? Well, if you like. I mean, to be honest, I take poison over gas every time. You take poison? What I mean is, poison can only poison you. It doesn't explode, does it? Goodness me, what are you talking about? Set him straight, please, lawyer man. Well, it's certainly true that poison isn't prone to exploding. But I think you'll find poison also can't light or heat up a room. Ah! You're right! I hadn't considered that at all! Young lawyer man. Yes? Okay. Yes, yeah? You have a good head on your shoulders. We could use someone like you as our company's legal representative. Well, I wasn't expecting you to pick up more business in the middle of a trial, that's for sure. Anyway, the point is, I haven't had the best experience with gas companies in the past. Why not? What do you mean? I like B-Lady. I love B-Lady. Can we please refrain from all this talk of gas? There's an all-out attack underway here in the case you hadn't noticed against my company's gas. I'm not supposed to sit here and take it, am I? I don't think so. She's really buzzing now. All I've heard about are wonderful fuels, explosions, and poisonings. What about electricity, What about getting electrocuted? What about that? A little explosion here, there is nothing in comparison. Any explosion could hardly be described as nothing, madam. Nevertheless, the theft of your gas is deplorable. My point exactly. But the gas thieves aren't even the worst of our enemies. We have far more devious reprobates to contend with on a daily basis, you know. More devious? Who, madam? Other gas companies, of course. Other gas companies? Not quite what I was expecting. We generate gas and we deliver it to our customers fair and square. Indeed, nobody is questioning that, madam. Altamont is a rather exemplary gas company. But there are other unscrupulous gas companies here in London that don't even have any gas at all. What? But if they don't have any gas, how do they go about selling it to people? You wouldn't think it possible, would you? But they steal our gas, you see, and sell that. They steal your gas? How on earth is such a thing possible? Gas companies like ours deliver gas to people's homes via a network of pipes. But these devious reprobates secretly disconnect our pipes and divert our gas into their own rotten pipes. And they make a contract with the household supplied by those pipes and take money for the precious gas that's rightfully ours without us even knowing. They're diverting gas into their own pipes illegally. What a brazen form of theft. When we visit customers' houses to collect the money from their meters, we always have to check whether or not one of these devious companies has been up to its tricks. Look at him. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. Do you have something to say about that, juror number 3? Oh, golly, you mean me? I'm terribly sorry. I was just thinking of myself. I really did catch him off guard there. Thinking about what the lady next to you was saying, correct? Well, yeah. I just got a little riled up about it recently, you see. Go on. An Altamont gas worker visited my house the other day to investigate the pipe work. We need to ask for your cooperation while we carry out a secret check of your property, sir, the fellow said. So I let him in, and do you know what he did? I'm, afraid I have no idea. Please tell us. He proceeded to take one of my lights off the wall, and he then grabbed the exposed mouth of the pipe and started blowing into it. What do you think you're doing, young man? You're giving away our company secrets there. Oh, please, everyone knows. But it was very nearly the death of me, I can tell you. What do you mean? I'll explain if you don't mind. As I said before, these unscrupulous other gas companies connect their customers to our pipe network. Yes, but how does blowing into the pipes come into it? Obviously, there's gas in the pipes, and it's at a fairly low pressure. By blowing air through the pipe, you can make the pressure drop temporarily. And if you do that, any lights connected to the same pipe will flicker for a moment. I see. In other words, if upon blowing into the pipe, the lights of an adjacent property that has no contract with your company flicker, you can know that these devious scoundrels have been meddling with the pipes. Exactly, my lord. That's it in a nutshell. It's the reason why we have teams of workers going around neighborhoods to investigate which lights flicker. The trouble is, the particular worker who came by my house didn't know the strength of his own breath. He blew down the pipe with all his might. And you can guess what happened, can't you? Well, if he blew hard, then... Wait, you mean... That's right, the lights didn't just flicker, they went out! Along with the stove, gas started pouring into the house. What a disaster. The gas supply must have been interrupted briefly because the man blew too hard, so the flames went out. I'm afraid I yelled at the fellow. Are you trying to kill us all? I said. So by disconnecting a lamp and blowing into the exposed gas pipe, it's possible to extinguish lamps and stoves connected to the same network of pipes. And then when the gas starts flowing again, it just silently seeps into the room. Oh my God! Shamsphere! He murdered Duncan Ross! And he's been trying to kill Mr. Natsume! Oh, shoot! Sham sphere! Miss Naruhodo, I think perhaps... Yes, this is almost certainly the clue we've been hoping for. Juror number 3, the defense requests that you amend your statement to include that information. Oh, well, if you like. I don't mind. Well, I do! That's our company's secret method of identifying the rogues that try to diddle us. I'll diddle you! Like I said, madam, it's widely known already. Very well. Juror number 3, you will amend your statement accordingly. Yes, my lord. Although I'm not really sure what the point of all this is. I'm gonna press that. When you say extinguish everything in the house, do you mean even on different floors? Oh yeah, all floors are connected to the same pipe after all. That's true of every building. Because gas supply contracts are issued for whole properties. Well, I had no idea it was possible to extinguish gas appliances simply by blowing down the pipe. It's not something we like to publicize, to be honest, but we have to carry out these investigations, as I'm sure you can appreciate. Indeed, it has been mentioned on more than one occasion in the papers even. Is that so? It's been mentioned to me too, very recently. An incident involving the gas stove going out inexplicably, almost leading to someone's death. Miss Naruhodo, I think perhaps... Yes, it's finally starting to fall into place. The secret link that joins all these strange occurrences. Oh, shit. Let me press this without doing his little thing. Let me press this statement without doing his little side tangent. Okay, that was all of that one. Clearly this is a very involved subject, but I fear we have digressed rather too much already. I concur, though if my learned friend wishes to become an expert in gas, I believe the subject will suit him well. To your new career in nothingness. Thank you so much! What are you doing? Jamming? You will turn your attention to the next year's assertion, please, counsel. Okay, I'm sorry. Truth be told, the tea my wife serves for me is a little sketchy at times. Sir, you mean it's poisoned? That's right. It happened quite a few times now. This is most troubling indeed. It's always days like this one when I don't get any wages. I get in at tea time, see? And I see her doing it, my wife. She gets that devilish look on her face and she slips some white powder into my cup. Sugar? And you drink it anyway. I was brought up proper, I was. If someone gives you a cuppa, you drink it. And what happened to you? What did it taste like? It was god-awful, believe you me. Salty as hell. Then I think perhaps what your wife put in your tea was salt. No! She doesn't even care enough to poison me properly, eh? Unbelievable. Let's move on, please. If nothing else past the victim's lips that night, there's no other explanation, is there? Hey, at least the old man is on track. At least he's on the right subject. Does that mean if the victim could be shown to have ingested something else, you change your leaning? Huh? Sorry, what's that now? Oh, I was just saying, if the victim did actually eat or drink something else on the night... What's the matter with you? Sorry? I said if nothing else passed the victim's lips that night, there's no other explanation, is there? Haven't you been listening to me at all? I feel there's an English expression about a pot and a kettle that's appropriate here. Compared to the other jurors who don't even appear to have anything to say about the case at all, it would seem that this elderly gentleman has been listening to the proceedings far more intently. I suppose. The trouble is, he has selective hearing. Exactly. But still, this juror may well be the key to the breakthrough that we so desperately need. Oh, here we go. I do think that the only way we shall overcome this difficult situation is by exposing the way in which Mr. Shamspeare was really poisoned. We have to prove that it happened some other way, and not via Mr. Natsume's tea. Yeah, I know. The trouble is, I have absolutely no idea how it did happen. Miss Naruhodo, I wonder if perhaps there's something you might have forgotten. Oh, like what? It's important to watch everyone involved. Yeah. Once again, Saseki-san's fate is entirely in my hands here. I probably owe it to my client to hear any advice my assistant may be able to offer. Perhaps I ought to let Susato-san remind me. Then again, no need! Actually, I don't think there's any need. It's vital that we start trying to change these jurors' minds as soon as possible. Of course, I'm sure you're right. If you decide you would like to have your memory refreshed, you need only ask, Ms. Naruhodo. Alright. Oh, look at the people. I haven't looked at the people. Olive green is 20. Oh, darling. 46. He's only 32. He's only 32. My God. Adrian B. Meterman. Quinn. Oh, her name is Quinby. She's 38. Fuck, it's 2. We'll finish the summation examination. Duncan was 21. Damn. He's only 32. So. Fuck, I don't know. Do most of this Ace Attorney streams take more? Sometimes. If I let them. I usually try to just go for a good stopping point. Speaking of which. Okay. I didn't actually read it that well, but I'm just letting y'all know it's an option if I decide that I want it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with the old man. Like oh my God. Those two statements clearly contradict each other. Good gracious. To whose statements do you refer, counsel? Juror number 6. Did you hear what juror number 3 just said? Eh, what? Yeah, of course. I heard him mumbling about something or other. There is another explanation, I believe. Something besides Mr. Natsume's tea did, in a manner of speaking, pass the victim's lips on the night in question. What? What explanation? I wonder, did the police check the mouth of the gas pipe feeding the wall light at the scene to see if there are any traces of poison there? I was curious to see what your floundering would result in this time, but the mouth of a gas pipe. Scotland Yard have enough to do without exploring such irrelevance. Hold it. Hold it! What a piece of work is a man! What are you trying to say, Mr. Shamsphere? What speakest thou? Prithee, is it not strange and strange? That is what I say to thee, sir. I thought I'd been quite clear, but let me put it another way. The strychnine could have been on the mouth of the gas pipe that feeds the wall lamp in your room. And that is how the poison came to enter your body. Good Lord. Are they not tasty then, gas pipes? Is that what he's saying? Or is the gentleman suggesting that the poor man was so desperately hungry he tried to fill his belly with gas? Perhaps no actress would perform a kiss scene with him, For shame, madam, speaking thy fancy. I assure you I am not such a buffoon that I have to kiss pipes. This is no summation examination. This is a farce. The prosecution will not stand for any more of my learned Nipponese friend's conjecture. To begin with, the lamp in the victim's room is high on the wall. In order to have placed his lips to the pipe that feeds it, he would have been to be a contortionist. These are empty assertions. There is no possible proof that the man did as you say. It's true. I have no proof that Mr. Shamster put his lips to the pipe. However, I can say with some certainty that on multiple occasions, Mr. Shamster has been doing sunning in front of that lamp on his wall. And I have evidence to prove it. All right, you've got our attention then. I'd like to see how you can be so sure of yourself. So would I. Let's see his evidence then. Now that I've got the jury's ear, I need to make this opportunity count. This is the proof that time and time again, Mr. Shamster has stood in front of his gas lamp. Take that! What the? These are, wait, what are they called? Yes, skin prints that were found at the scene. Skin prints, counsel. I've never heard of such things. The Justice Ministry is currently assessing whether or not to permit fingerprints as evidence in court, however. My lord, this is an exciting new forensic technique developed by the greatest detective, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. I'm just gonna tell you now, Van Zieks is gonna be pissed about this. Van Zieks is gonna be pissed. He's like, this fucking detective again? It reveals all the places that Mr. Shamster touched in his room. I've never seen anything like it. You mean that's black magic, isn't it? Ah, well, if anyone could invent something like this, it's that great Sholmes fellow, that's for sure. I agree. This month's edition of Engineering Thumbs was quite fascinating. We found skin prints in many places that you would expect. On the table, on the costumes. However, Mr. Shamster also appears to have been touching some very unexpected places in his room. Like his thighs and his pants. For example here, around the hanging picture there, indeed, multiple handprints appear to be visible. Well, I wonder, could you have been appreciating the artwork, perhaps? At first, my colleagues and I thought the same. However, imagine standing with your hands where those prints are, and you would find yourself directly in front of... I don't believe it! The gas lamp! I don't know who said that, there was no thing. Though the reason why isn't intimately obvious, it is to me. It's clear that Mr. Shamster has regularly been standing with his hands to the wall in front of that lamp. Right, what have you been up to, you nut? I'd ask the court to recall juror number 4's earlier statement. Me? What did I say? You said that blowing into a gas pipe would make the lights in the entire building flicker. And now, if you'll recall juror number 3's statement. What? Me now? When the gas worker who visited his home blew with too much force into the pipe. It caused all the lights in the gas stove to go out, and gas to start leaking into the rooms. Obviously, that incident was an accident. However, the simple fact is, if Mr. Shamster were to have blown hard into the gas pipe here in his room, he could have extinguished every other light and gas stove in the building at will. Crikey! Are you suggesting that the man purposefully caused the gas to...
Objection!
Oh, shit. Whilst I acknowledge that the prosecution is required to remain silent during a summation examination, I must toast my learned friend's utter disregard for the letter of the law. What is the meaning of this, Lord Van Zieks? This curious photograph, or whatever it is, presented by the defense, the so-called skin prints, I knew he'd be like this. Clearly, that cannot be accepted as any form of usable evidence in this case. But it's an exciting new forensic technique, developed by a great detective. It's nothing. A mere toy developed by an amateur sleuth with too much time on his hands. Certainly. Even research of this nature by the esteemed Mr. Sholmes cannot be recognized by the court as formal evidence. But... Oh, Susado's coming in. Please, my lord, if I may. Miss Susado, it was not the defense's intention to submit the skin prints as formal evidence. We merely wish to present the results of the great detective's investigation of the scene as a tool by which to explain the possibility to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. And if the trial were to come to an end now, we should never learn the truth behind these mysterious handprints that everyone has now seen. I don't believe we can allow that to happen, and I'm sure the jurors would agree. Ooh. You're right! Whether those strange handprints are a significant clue or not, it's down to us to decide. Juror number 3! Oh yes, I do declare that the great detective's investigation results sound absolutely fascinating, and I want to hear what the shady actor fellow has to say about those shady handprints. Boom boom, baby! We need 2 more. We need 2 more, baby. 2 more. What's the matter with you two? That was foolhardy. Well, I did say it, didn't I? And I don't like to break a promise. No, wait! You heard his lordship. It's not fair dinkum evidence. 1 more. 1 more. Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. If just 1 more juror changes his or her mind, Mr. Natsume's trial will have to continue. Thank you, Mr. Sato, but I couldn't have done it without you. Oh no, it was you who identified the clue after all. This is very much your success. Oh, fuck. Why, Mr. Shamsphere? You seem to be losing your composure. Just 1 more juror, Mr. Naruhodo. You can do it! Very well. Continue, counsel. Oh my god, it's not over! Okay. Fuck, I don't care. Okay. I don't care. I don't care. All the evidence, you say? That's right, and there's no room for doubt. It's all pointing to that Japanese man with the big mustache. Says the Englishman with the bigger mustache. But the defense just demonstrated another possible explanation for the events on the night in question. What do you make of that? What, your so-called skin prints? It's an exciting new forensic investigation technique, developed by the great detective himself. The numerous handprints on the wall are clearly out of the ordinary. And if Mr. Shamsphere had indeed put his mouth to the gas pipe on the night in question, it can't be denied that it's a possibility that's where the poison was. Well, yes, I won't deny it's plain on my mind. But as the prosecution rightly says, we should pay no heed to unacceptable forms of evidence. And besides... Yes? Even if the fellow has been up to some mischief with the gas pipe dozens of times before, it doesn't mean he got up to the same shenanigans on the night in question, does it? Oh. If you can't make your case better than that, I'm afraid I can't change my stance. You do make a very valid point, sir. What? Hey now. That's true. Perhaps I was a little hasty. No. Hey. Look, you got your chance here, haven't you? So it's time to prove your theory. If you and your Japanese cohorts can, that is. Just leave our nationality out of this, please. Miss Naruhodo, if we can't substantiate our position, I'm afraid the jurors that changed their minds before may very well change them back. What can I do? Is there any more proof I can give here? Can I show that Mr. Shamsphere really did blow down the gas pipe on the night in question? Testimony! No, in truth, I don't have evidence to support my theory. However, there is witness testimony that substantiates it. What's that? Testimony? This is incredible! Whose testimony? Yes, it's all connected. Everything is linked. A person whose testimony revealed details about the gas in the Garrett residence that night. Namely, the guy I saw in the walkthrough. Just like the good old days. Oh my god. Obviously, I'm talking about the defendant. Mr. Saseki Natsume himself. The defendant? At the very beginning of the proceedings here in court yesterday, Mr. Natsume said the following. My lodgings! There's a whole series of strange happenings in my lodgings! Even on that fateful night it happened. When I returned from Mr. Shamsphere's room, I lit my gas stove and climbed into bed, but before long, the stove went out, and somebody tried to kill me! On the night in question, the gas in the defendant's room went out. So I asked the court, was that a mere coincidence or not? Good golly! So that Shamsphere fellow blew air into the gas pipe to make the man's stove go out on purpose? Now hold your horses there. What would he do that for? To kill him! Mr. Foreman! What the hell, man? We cannot allow judgment to be passed while this doubt remains. It's true that I don't have conclusive evidence yet. However, you must surely agree there is more to this case than meets the eye. Ugh. Well, fair enough. Like I said at the outset, I'm a man of logic, first and foremost. Bam, baby. That's 4 jurors leaning toward not guilty, my lord. We've overturned their decision. Therefore, the defense calls for the trial to continue. Holy fuck, that was hard as shit. As the defense has rightfully indicated, the summation examination has concluded with the majority of the jurors altering their decisions. 2 jury members now called guilty, 4 called not guilty. Therefore, the jury's opinion is conflicted, and in accordance with the law of this land, I hereby order the continuation of this trial. Mr. William Shamsphere. Okay. Holy shit. Yeah. God, you know what? I'll do it because I'm fucking being a little bitch already. So what the fuck ever. Yeah. That is gonna be the stream for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming out. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you guys here. We are going to raid Alara like we do every Sunday because I am a freaking simp and I don't care. Everyone hop into the raid. Thank you guys for coming out. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you guys here. Ladies and gentlemen, lift up your swords. We're gonna find the truth next week. Oh shit, the video. Did you send it to me? I didn't think you sent it to me. You said it was an MP3 or not just an MP3. Hold on, we'll cancel it and do it later. We'll cancel it. Hold on. Let's do it. Where is it? No, I canceled it. I canceled the raid. Put it up. Put it up, homeboy. Put it up. Oh shit. He's got a thing. All right, so Hellaman wanted a video. I can't. Oh, it's on YouTube. He made a video about. Oh my fucking god. Wait, this is 5 minutes long. I don't know, chat. Do we wanna? Because it's like a Friday night an MP4 with effects. Oh, it's got effects now too. This is a continuation of the other cover. He made a Friday Night Funkin' song. Which, you guys know I'm not the most massive fan of. But I will always appreciate the effort that was put into this by Hellaman. Victor. This is clearly inspired by the Mandela Catalog. What if I just let it run? What if I just let it run? Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. What if I just let it go? Let it just... Oh, I can get undressed while... I mean, like, take off this while we listen. Hold on. Ugh. I don't know. Chad, do we wanna? I don't know. Because Hellaman wants me to play it on stream. I don't know if I should, though. You know? I'm assuming that Void probably wants us to. Okay, cool. I'll listen to it, yeah. Alright, bet. Let me go to just chatting real quick. And we're going overtime, so this is kind of rough. I didn't really want it to go that overtime, but then the trial dragged on a little bit, and now there's this. It's a whole thing. Alright. You know what? Here, I'll pull the green screen back up. There we go. And I'll put this into theater mode so you guys can't see my recommended videos. And I'll let it play. Chat, I'm gonna keep my headphones on. I'm gonna be hearing everything. And I'll look at it, but I gotta put everything away real quick. Look at me! I look like I'm in freaking Riddle School, that old indie series. Hello Man's voice is deeper than mine. What the hell? That's not how it goes. That's the opposite of what it's like in real life. Hello Man's voice is way much high pitched than mine. I don't know, man. No, it's okay. I'm not actually complaining. I just think it's funny. Yo, why is Diamond Mark? I mean, not Mark. Adam. Why is Diamond Adam? It's a good remix. Well, okay, what I meant to say was I like the addition of the voice line. I can barely reach my closet. Look at it. I like the effects. The effects look cool. We'll do the raid after this, by the way, so don't go anywhere. My headphones is just barely long enough to put it in my closet. Barely. Like it's hugging on the core. I got long ass headphones though. Oh no, you're good. It's alright, Diamond. That's how the chromatic on it? What the hell is a chromatic? You spelling words I don't even know. I feel like Hank Hill. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Oh, I must have forgotten. I'm sorry, there's like a million things in my mind at any given time. So I am liable to forget a lot. Alright, I'm sorry. I was probably on vacation too when you explained it. Oh, shoot. Why am I an alternate? Oh, I'm the alternate. Oh, wait, actually, that kind of looked dope. Chat, new emote? What, new emote? Oh my gosh. Why was I the alternate? What the heck? That's so cool. Look at Mr. Zombie. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's actually dope. Look at that. Poor Diamond. Who's that third person? I see Hello Man and Diamond. I don't know who that third one is. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna draw the one scene in Outlaster where I had to vote who to win between Mr. Mice and Hello Man. Okay. Oh, it's Luna? Oh, from Cassie Studios' chat. I didn't recognize her. I don't see her avatar because I don't really play Roblox with her that much. She hasn't been in one of my games. Oh, am I back? Am I back? Oh, my homeboy. Dude, Mr. Zombie is... Here's the thing about Mr. Zombie. He is by nature pretty creepy. So I could see what... Oh my god. I'm the purple guy! Chat, I am William Afton. I am Matthew Lillard. The zombie behind the slaughter, quite literally. This is a long ass song. Oh, now it's just us. That's some nice zoom. Call dropped. Just like my mother dropped me on my head when I was young. There we go, boys. Okay, is there after credits? There has to be, right? All right. Anyways, chat, that'll be the end of today's stream. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We're going to raid Alara, just like I said we would. Everyone hop into the raid. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Hey, hello man, good. Thank you for making that. Fan shit is always super cool to me. Fan shit is amazing. But yeah, have a good one, dude. Everyone hop in, hop in. There's 4 people here. Void, hop in. I know you're here, Void. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And farewell, y'all.
I was just like, okay. Oh, did my Lloyd do that? Sorry. Sorry. Doya. Ah! No! No! I was trying to retract it. Hey, Rister. That's what he said. I was trying to retract it. Oh no. Oh god. Deleted it. I even tried to tag it. It was just like, boom, gone. That was funny. I tried to take it so badly. It was just like, boop, gone. Yeah, seriously, it was like a ping pong. Oh my god. Thank you for coming, Rista. How was your stream? The backhand. That was so funny. So I come down, I had a bet with my friend that if he did, I would have to go pro. That's definitely not happening. It's so hard to be pro with him. He's really finicky. Yeah, he's really finicky. I guess teching in place is not a good idea. I'm not getting hit with the cancel. Not again. No, go away, go away. Hey, Malik, how's it going? Thank you for the raid. What's up, friendo? Everybody say hi to Malik. Oh, no. I keep missing it. Please die! How was your stream? Oh, hey, Frost. Thank you for raiding. How's it going? Ow. Good one. I actually like that edge guard a lot, especially with the grabby thing. I think that's a really good edge guard. Oh no, I did wrong. I'm dead. I should have died. I need to zone Ganon way harder. Like, I gotta get Lloyd off. Go over there, Ganon. Go over there.